Hello, guys, gals, and non binary pals, and welcome to the Fae Realm. We're back! We're mostly alive, and we're gonna find out what in the hell's gonna happen now because, yeah, things are about to get real interesting. Sam, over to you, sir.
Many of you are somewhat alive. Most of you are. Anyway, let's do something of a group recap. I think the order that I want to do this in is, uh, basically, how did you fuck around and what did you find out? Starting with Glitch, going to Lore, going to Abe, going to Eve, and ending with Vail. Uh, which is not quite a downward trajectory of things getting worse, but it's sort of close to that. Glitch, what happened to you last session?
I should have never told them my real name. If I hadn't told them my real name, they would have never known where to go.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I'll buy it. Just for the thing of the thing, can we also put in what you discovered inside your head? That was sort of 2 sessions ago, but you learn more about
Yeah, I have
the glitchness of it
nanobots. I
all.
have nanobots all up inside of me. All these fun little ants that are going to make me a better me, apparently. And we found out a little bit more of it when Vale hacked into my head. Mostly that they found out they can't hack this, and we're gonna find out what that means eventually, maybe.
Lore.
Jacks don't turn on other Jacks unless the money is too good and your name is Mortimer. The day was supposed to be easy. Go in, ask for a body, get said body, make it look like Nightingale, turn said body in, and have a bunch of money. But Tweedledee and Tweedledead decided to open their big mouths and couldn't mind their own business. Couldn't keep Kieran's name out of their mouth. They were right, though. I do have a death wish. It's just not a prize that's easily won. And they learned that the hard way. But that does beg the question, how the fuck did they know it was me? Unless there was something else going on in the background. More and more questions piling up. Heinrich delivered a body. Kieran's body. Whatever money they got for that hasn't lasted very long, it seems. He says Kieran took a breath, but I don't know if I can trust him. Maybe my hunch was right. Maybe I wasn't supposed to walk out of that Krasburger.
Red. Abe?
As is tradition, Abe's recap's going to take place a couple of days afterwards, this time in the form of an excerpt addressed to an Estrella Aquino. Ellipses. Back in the army, maybe we weren't doing good things, but at least I knew what I was doing. The moment my group here, back home, cut me loose and left me to my own devices, got taken by a couple of geeks on the street, robbed me for most of what I had. Even if I do find you, Star, what good would I be to you in this brave new world? Message continues.
Red. Eve?
Well, had a good night. Caught up on all my lives. And I think I really got through this time. I forget their name. Brian something? Anyway, I think I really got through to them. Maybe they'll ask a few more questions. At any rate, I had fun. And then Abe. Had to get out of my comfies. But, when you've got a team that likes to run around and do risky things, I guess you have to be prepared for anything. I'm glad I stayed up late.
And Vail?
So here's the thing about blood, right? You got red blood cells and you got white blood cells. And they do two different things. Or at least that's vaguely what I remember from biology. It's been a really long time. I was never honestly good with people. I'm better with computers. In computers, it's the same thing. It's just that instead of a fluid, it's a code. You got strings of ones and zeros running through everything. And sometimes they're malicious, but sometimes they're there to help you. And so this should have been easy. It should have been easy. I should have been able to plug in, find these bots. Bots are what I do. Code is what I do. Everything. This is my wheelhouse. And it didn't work. But that doesn't mean it won't work. It could still work. Just need more data. When your code doesn't work, you just throw a rubber duck at it and you try again. That's how you solve the code. I think maybe I miscalculated where the rest of that code is. But hey, it could have been a lot worse. Sometimes when I wake up, I'm not in the hospital.
Direct transition from there. And mood shift. Yeah, that sounds right. Vail, you awaken. Barely. Or perhaps this is all part of that drug-induced dream, a haze of pain and numbness, sterile fluorescent light, somehow both harsh and totally insufficient to hold back the darkness of the hospital room that you are in. Amid the chaos of sensations, you are aware of being restrained, not only by the nylon straps that immobilize you on the hospital bed, but also by the tubes that run into your veins that connect you to machines etched in chrome against the black. With the dispassionate expertise of a practiced addict, you catalog painkillers blended with anti-opioids, drugs to flush and drugs to bind, flowing through your veins. Most insidious, though, is the sodium pentothal analog laced into the mix, a truth serum. And Dr. Marcus T's spine looms over your supine frame like the sword of Damocles. You are aware of two things. One, you have 10 hit points right now. Not in as many words. That means someone has put a drug in you to keep you alive. When that drug flushes out of your system, you will crash back down to 0 hit points. You don't know how long you have left on that drug necessarily. Thing two, could you give me a mental saving throw, please?
This is a D20? Yes? Yep. Okay.
Trying to roll higher than your mental saving throw number.
Well, that's
Cool.
a natural 20.
That's a natural 20. That's great. Vail, you've got this truth serum running through you. It is going to compel you to babble, to speak, a thing that Vail is, I think, naturally inclined to do. You can tell half-truths. You can dodge around subjects. And because you rolled a natural 20, you get one good lie. Other than that, there has to be at least, mostly truth to the answers to the questions. As you are cataloging that, as you are feeling that going through your veins, as you're taking stock of the situation around you, the doctor will see that you are awake, and say, "What is your name, child?"
Prevailing Westerly.
Do you know where you are and how you got here?
I know I'm in a hospital, not quite sure which location. Based on the last location that I remember being, I could be somewhere up in the hills, but that also seems like really nice for someone like me, so you guys might have shipped me all the way down to Highland or Wokeland, possibly Deep East, depending on, how you were feeling in the moment. I'm pretty sure I got here because I took exactly the wrong amount of, E, which is what I think it was E. It was supposed to be E. Maybe it was Coke. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff in there.
You took quite a number of things, Prevailing Westerly.
Oh, a cocktail. Sick.
Yes, you're very sick, but I'm glad that we've got you here. We'll make you better. I'm just hoping that you'll answer a few questions while we're waiting for the drugs to flush out of your system.
Why would you flush him out? I put him in there on purpose.
That was a bad thing you did. You could have gotten seriously hurt, Prevailing Westerly.
Yeah, that was the point.
I'm sorry to hear that. Tell me, what is the nature of your association with Miss Annalise Van Ness?
Association is probably the best word for it, in that we are associates. I don't really have like friends or anything. I just have people that I'm around, and I believe that is the name that is sometimes used by one of those people. I know a lot of people, and they go by a lot of names, and sometimes it's hard to keep track, especially with all the drugs, you know?
Of course, of course. I'm sorry to hear that you don't have any friends. It's nice to have friends.
Why? Friends are liabilities.
To your knowledge, has Miss Annalise Van Ness been in contact with any members of her family?
Oh, we're just associates. We don't talk about personal shit.
I see. We need to see Miss Van Ness for her own safety. You are an associate of hers. Perhaps you know where we can find her.
You know, people always say that sort of thing. Maybe you can like help us find somebody, whatever. But like the problem is that that's really predicated on somebody staying in the same place at any given time. And we're not even talking about just a single place, right? Because we can talk about physically or mentally. I am frequently in a very different location than my body is.
Of course, of course. I mean merely, then, places that she's known to frequent under whatever alias she's
Have you tried the
going
Krask
by at the
Burger?
moment.
That's the first place we met, was a Krask Burger.
Which Krask Burger? Which Krask Burger? He'll ask.
I will rattle off the exact address of the Krask Burger where the incident occurred.
He's not writing anything down. He seems to be storing this all just mentally as you're talking with him. There's no one in the room other than you and him. It's now, as you're spending time in it, clearly one of these surgical operating rooms. Um, Thick doors blocking out all sound from what might be happening beyond.
I have two quick questions before we
Yeah.
resume.
Yeah.
Number one, as I am sort of cataloging in my like feeling not enough and also way too much, does it feel like my cranial jack is plugged into anything, or am I only hooked up to like IVs and flushes?
You are hooked up to IVs and flushes. Your cranial jack is not hooked up to something.
Cool. Second question. Am I still wearing the jumpsuit that I was wearing, or has that been removed in my hospital gown?
I don't think they would have taken the time to get you out of what you
Okay.
were wearing.
Cool.
They have certainly like patted you down. If you had any obvious weapons
Oh.
on you, those are off to the side. But
Yeah, I assume my Tino drugs is not in my pocket or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But okay.
it's probably not out of this room, to be honest. Like
I assume that my shit's probably in a pile on a table just out of reach.
your sense of time and space is obviously very abstract right now, in part because of the physical situation you're in part because of the drugs that you took. But it can't really have been all that much time from there to here. He will continue. He'll say, well, Miss Van Ness's associates ran a series of medical examinations on her some nights ago. One of those associates is dead. Another were given to understand was you. A third associate was a duty nurse. Do you know what her name was? Is.
Here's the thing. I've got a lot of associates. And I'm not the one who puts the job together. I just show up where I'm told. So
Who does put the job together?
a dead drop? that I pick up at a pre-designated location. How do you get your jobs? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, no. You have a corpo job. You probably get a nice cush email and have a set schedule with normal hours. I'm a freelancer. I don't get that option. I pick up a note at a place and it tells me where to go and what to be dressed as. So honestly, duty nurse could have been any number. I know a lot of medical professionals. Kind of glances down at Arms. So, like, we were all told to wear PPE and to not use real names or talk to each other. So, could have been anyone.
The fact that you don't have a real job is. You chose this life. You could have had a real job. You could have worked for a corporation like everyone else. Instead, you're lying on this table. That's something for you to.
My
Yeah, go for
dad
it.
would have really liked to meet you. You know that? Downside is that they didn't approve his treatment in time, so he never got to see a doctor.
He will, with the same sort of mock sincerity he's been using this entire time, say, I'm sorry for your loss.
No, you're not.
He won't laugh, I will. He'll sort of he'll incline his head and say, Ersatz has a great many resources that we need to allocate. Perhaps your father was not as productive as he could have been.
So when are you turning off my flush? Did you get all your answers?
Does anyone beyond the four of you, the doctor, who is dead, the nurse, you, and Miss Van Ness, know the result of those scans?
That depends on what happens to me next. Because, see, here's the thing, and you should probably know this if you've ever worked with anybody in my line of work before. If my bio symptoms shut down, all of my data automatically gets sent to about 7 or 8 trusted individuals who can then use it for whatever they want. That's my insurance policy to make sure that I don't get dead taking freelance jobs. If somebody offs me, everybody gets everybody else's business. So,
Of course. He'll nod. He'll say, I don't know why you think we would allow your biosignals to stop existing. We have ways of keeping you alive.
does that count for my avatar too? Because here's the thing, when you're in as deep as me, real hard to turn off the brain from the code and the code from the brain. Blood's like code, and code is just blood for a computer, man. It's all the same shit. Magic and science are the same thing. They're just different ways of explaining each other.
He'll wait for that stream of consciousness to flow its course, and then he'll say, Miss Annalise Van Ness, her associates, your associates, would they come here in an attempt to rescue you if they knew that you were here?
Vail actually takes a long pause, and it's like it is visibly clear that they are thinking, not like a lying sort of like it does not, it's the eyes flicking, but not in that way of someone who's trying to think of a lie. It is the eyes flicking of someone who is trying to figure out actually how to answer that question. And after probably way too long of a pause, Vail will look the doctor dead in the eyes and say, well, I mean, I wouldn't come looking for me. But I can't speak for anybody else. I've always been told I was weird. They all seem to have, emotions and shit. So I can't really tell you.
Then I suppose we'll find out. Cut to the rest of the group. The remainder of the party has limped in ones and twos back to the safe house, battered, perhaps galvanized. They've got Vail. You know this. The words echo around your skulls. Charles Van Ness, Bug, is 100% sure that the Khazra took Vail back to the same clinic that you hit. He saw it take off. He watched it move. He watched it land. That seems like a long time ago that you hit that place, but it's still there. And now there's a Vail inside. The question in my mind is what the fuck are you going to do about it? Go for it, DB. I see a finger.
Yeah, so
Let's say I imagine that DB, you're the first one there.
Yes.
and then by Eve, are you gonna roll in there with Abe? Or are you gonna take him somewhere else?
Uh, Eve was gonna take him back to her place.
Oh, right on. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
let's start with DB in the safe house, and then we'll roll back around to Eve. What are you doing in this immediate moment?
I think that
Yeah, does she
Lore
know? Do,
has.
do they know? Have I gotten to tell them?
Have you got? I'm sorry, I thought at the end of the last session you sent out a blast. Let me roll it back. Let me actually ask Glitch. What are you doing with this information?
Um, I think that there's the immediate panic of I don't know how to fix this, and then the
Yeah.
immediate paranoia of if they got them, they might be able to track any of us. So I don't think that they would risk sending a blast out. They would head straight for the safe house.
Okay, so we'll do that scene. DB, you're in the safe house. Sorry, I keep
Sure.
using your human being name
No,
because that's
you're
what I'm seeing
fine.
in the box here.
No.
Um, you make your way
I
to the. You are in the safe house. Glitch is gonna roll
Yeah.
in. What are you up to?
So Lore still Lore still has blood on her from what just happened. And I think she has found a pack of cigarettes. She is smoking one of those cigarettes and is trying to wash the blood off of her robotic hand as she is like disassociating at the sink. I don't think she even realizes Glitch has walked in.
Nice. Glitch another day in the office, right? Lore wiping blood off of her bionic arm.
Come in and like look at the arm, look at her face in the mirror. I don't think I've ever seen an expression like this on her before, though.
No, you have not.
Lore?
Yeah, what's up? She like automatically switches.
Whose blood? Are you all right?
Not my blood, so that's always a plus.
Good place to start.
Oh, I have solved the way to get into the briefcase.
Good. That's another problem for a different day. Vail's been taken.
What do you mean?
I mean that they went up to my family's house and got caught, and now they're at the clinic that we were at, probably under the control of one of the doctors who did some fucking shit to me. So yes, we have a
Okay.
problem.
Cool.
And I haven't blasted out to even Abe. I have no idea where they are. I thought Abe was going to be here.
I just got here, so it's just been me. She dries off her hands, puts out her cigarette, I think on the bottom of her boot. And is like, okay, so the last message we got was from Abe, and he wasn't doing well.
Fuck.
So that's a problem. Which means that we're now down
2.
2. Don't worry. Fuck. I'm gonna have to call somebody.
I am very worried.
Yes.
I'm
It's
gonna-
fine.
Okay, I'm gonna page Eve.
Oh no, before you do that, do you want me to do that just in case there's anything that they could
Yes,
figure
please. I'm
Sure. Page to Eve. Everything okay? Is Abe okay? We have a problem.
I think it is not metagame knowledge at all that you would page Eve and ask if Abe was okay. Like that actually makes total sense within
Well,
the context of
he
these
sent out-
characters.
Didn't he send out a blast? I thought he sent out a whole blast to the pagers. So she saw that.
That's right.
I guess did Eve send back that she was on her way is the other question.
We just all sort of
Shit.
assume that if
We can-
Eve sees
yeah.
someone's
I sent it
in pain.
directly to Abe. Not that Abe
Okay.
would have seen it, but yeah.
I
Some of the
think
chat's gonna be, this isn't how pagers work. 0 out of 10.
sure, but also I
They're
think
how my pagers work.
I think I'll change it then. I'll go. Have you heard from Abe? Are you okay? We have a problem.
Cut to the ambulance that Eve and Abe are in. Abe, you are still at 1 hit point, still woozy as fuck. We'll talk about the healing mechanics later. But let's do the role-playing mechanics first. Pager comes in.
Cool. I'm gonna uh grab Abe's hand and put it on his face for compression and say, "Hold this down." And then send a message over the pager. Got Abe on my way home. What's up?
You see Laura's like struggling and she's like, this is a terrible way to do this because you're just kind of telling the only person that really knows Vale that, well, okay, Vale's been taken.
Eve's face just drops and she freezes for a minute and then puts the pager back in her little bag, knocks on the wall, and says, "Charlie, we're going somewhere different." And gives Charlie the coordinates to not to the safe house, but like close enough to the safe house. Still hearing Vale's voice in her mind, and following Vale's instructions on all that. Anyway, and then just continues to tend to Abe. I've looked at the healing mechanics and it says that I can take 1 minute to heal 1d6. Can I take the time that it takes to get to the safe house to heal Abe?
You can. So we're gonna do a step before that because Abe is frail. Abe
Okay.
has been reduced to 0 hit points, then came back. Um, the frailty of Abe means that if you want to make him not frail, you do an hour of work, and then
Yeah.
he's not frail anymore. What are the consequences of being frail? One, you don't heal naturally. You don't get the hit hint every day from just resting. You know, a week of bed rest before that comes back. Consequence of being feral number two, if you hit 0 hit points again, you are dead, dead. Quite dead, actually dead. So it's an hour to fix that, and then you can technically do the healing thing uh unrelatedly. You can heal him 1d6 plus your heal skill level hit points over time. Every use of that adds one to his system strain, so there's a theoretical
Yeah.
cap to how many of those he can get. So I'll throw it back to you. How do you want to spend the time of this ambulance ride through the streets of the city?
I wanna is Abe unconscious?
Abe is conscious, but like just barely.
Okay. Okay.
Abe, what's going through your head right now as you're lying kind of woozily with your own hand against your face?
I mean, as we established last session, right? Like, he's concussed. He can't see shit for shit. He can barely hear anything. So, in between incoherent babbling, he's just going to carry on with the line of thought that we had established back at the end of last session. So he's just going to, whilst Eve attends to him, he's just going to say total non sequitur things like, "Hey, remember when you remember when mom and dad used to take us to the cinema down on Mission? They had those really cool jalapeno poppers there. Do those things still exist, or are they made out of bugs now? I don't even know. How do you live like this?"
Okay. I don't know if they exist, but if they don't, I'll figure out how to make them, I promise. And just continuing. I'm gonna spend the time trying to make him not frail anymore, and we
Okay,
can
that
deal with
is
healing later.
yeah, that's a medicine roll. That is a or a heal roll. That is a DC 10 heal roll. It is hard to fix the kind of broken that Abe is. That's true on a number of different levels, but for now we're just talking about physically.
Oh, that's a loaded fucking statement, by the way. It's hard to fix whatever type of broken Abe is, and
Yeah.
how, boy. And
That'll be at the top of your like fandom dot chromeandfog.com article.
If anybody wants to make a wiki, now's the time to start. And that's plus heal.
Heal and wisdom?
I would love that. That gives me a +2.
Cool.
Okay, rolling 2d6 plus 2. 11.
Oh,
There's not a lot to be happy about in this world right now, but in the back of this ambulance as it makes its way up from the wastelands of Fremont into the outskirts of Deep East, underneath the flickering neon lights obscured by the fog, you are able to make Abe not frail. You patch him up, you get him functional again. He's still at 1 hit point, but you've dealt with the worst of the internal bleeding. You've got him wrapped up so his ribs are stabilized, so his bruised and cracked ribs aren't going to like shift around in him. You've got his nose back in the right spot. It's a start as you and Abe roll into the safe house. You see Glitch and Lore standing there. Glitch and Lore, you see the two of them come in. Abe looks like shit warmed up.
Okay. Lore, help me get him to his
Yeah,
room,
yeah, yeah,
please.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
on the couch. On the couch.
Yeah. As soon as she saw Abe and Eve trying to help Abe, Laura would have rushed over to bring him over and set him down. And I went, okay, so Glitch, we're right. We're down by 2.
Yeah.
I'm about to call somebody that I have not talked to a lot since I was 12.
Okay, hold on.
Okay?
Eve will go into her purse, take out a pack of cigarettes, light one, and start smoking.
Oh, that's what we're doing? Laura lights another.
Okay.
Of all the times for me not to be a smoker.
Okay.
Bad for you, so.
Who are you calling? And why are you calling them? Who else are we getting involved in this
Okay.
shit?
I have not told you anything about myself ever. There's reasons. But I have learned quite a few things that have now really fucked me up, and I don't know who I can trust. Right now, I have you 3 and a person that has been taken. So,
I appreciate
I
the
guess
trust.
I'm
Who are you
going to
calling?
call the equivalent of Liam Neeson.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
There was a movie. It was called Taken. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call. Fuck. I'm gonna call Leland. I'm gonna call Leland, my uncle, who is pretty high up in one of the fucking freedom fighter gangs things. They're not gangs. So yeah. Last time I talked to him was to tell him that my brother had died.
You hate freedom fighters.
Correct, because my mother disappeared and left me with a monster.
Okay.
There's so much to unpack there, but I don't think we have time right now.
Yeah, I did tell you there was a lot that you didn't know.
Yes, and we're
Yeah.
taking a rain check on some of that.
Yes, correct. I don't want to talk about it now. It's not time. Anyway, so I'm gonna call Leland. I'm hoping that he can. I have a makings of a plan, but I need additional people. Glitch, how many of your people could we get who would like to cause chaos, but not go into the hospital?
Probably about 300, if you give me about an hour.
Cool beats. Give me. She's not finishing sentences. She's just saying words and making noises, and then she walks into her room, grabs a phone that you guys have not seen before, and calls Leland.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the red phone. Yeah, this is the like specifically like in case of emergency, this is the glass. Okay, right on. You get out the
This is the
phone.
glass that we had to break to free Lore's sociopathy.
We're in the future. So this phone, all phones are video phones. You're gonna get a grainy picture of him coming through. It rings for a very stressful number of rings. It rings, it rings. You don't know if you're gonna get through. And then finally, you see his face on the other end. He's older now. His hair has gone to gray and white. Time has passed since you've seen him. His the wrinkles in his face are a little bit more etched in. He looks like he's lived hard as he sort of peers into the phone, almost does a double take, and says, "Lorelai, is that you?"
Hi, Uncle Leland. Yes, it is. I need your
Well,
help.
things must have really gone to shit if you're calling me.
It really has. Might have something to do with Kieran.
Kieran?
Yeah.
Kieran. What? Did someone dig him up? Whoa. They can't hurt him anymore. He's dead.
He's not.
Oh,
You see her
Jesus
lips
fuck.
start to like tremble as she says it. But I need help getting an extraction done.
Do you have time to tell me the story, or do you just want to give me the plan?
You know how to get to the point, Leland. We will talk about the story later. In the hills, one of my friends has been taken. They are trying to get information that is not theirs to get. I need at least 2 hackers, as many people as you can help me with, and I need everybody to have a gas mask. And all flesh must be covered.
He will look at you. He was looking at you as if to some extent you were still the child that you were. He is now looking at you like the adult person who you are. He will nod with a degree of professional respect as you say those things. He'll say, "Those are big requests. Hackers, good ones, hard to come by. Gas masks, we got gas masks.
Okay.
Is this worth it, Lorelei?"
Yes.
We'll be there.
Cool. I am going to give him a meetup point. I don't think it's in the hills though, because I think that would be too crazy. So meet outside MTEM before you could actually go in there.
He will say to you, "This is confidential information, of course, but we're in the hills already.
Why?
Going to Amtem would be, backtracking for us. We can meet you there, and it would be easiest if we did it that way."
Okay, but okay, story after.
Story after, business first.
Okay. Cool. I don't know what you're doing. How much time do I have?
2 hackers, gas masks. What was the thing in the middle?
Make sure all flesh is covered. And as
Flesh,
many
yes.
people as you can give me.
Got it. 2 hackers, some bozos, gas masks, flesh covered. You'll recognize us. We'll be the ones with our flesh covered.
God damn it. All right.
Laura, you should probably mention the others.
Right. There's going to be a party of ravers showing up there in distraction. Do not kill them.
Right, they're on our side. Understood.
This is going to be a fucking party, man.
Just so we have a bit of a hint, who should we be killing?
We are going to be going to one of the clinics. Yay! So probably not doctors. Hopefully not doctors, mostly security. Yes, Eve.
That's a war crime, technically.
Correct.
Eve,
Head
yeah.
of surgery.
Head of
Bad
surgery.
belt. Bad shoes.
Yeah.
Terrible sense of fashion.
His name is Marcus T. Spine. What I am planning is a thing. He might be the only one still standing when I plan this, but that's why I need 2 hackers. As good a hacker as you can, because the hacker I have that's in there would have been able to do this alone.
He will nod at that. He'll say, "Lorelei, be aware. When you call in the mutters, things get extreme. And this isn't a favor you're going to be able to call in every day."
I don't plan on it.
Understood. I like what you've done with your arm.
Thanks. I'll see you
Be
in...
seeing you.
Yep. Bye.
He does not establish a time. He cuts off the thing.
That motherfucker. Okay. Why the fuck are they in the hills?
How are they in the hills?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. But we don't ask questions. And she starts like taking out her piercings because we getting into a fight. And if we get into a fight, those are going to be a problem. You also see that she starts pulling up parts of her hair. So there's like one of those like half up, half down hair things because she doesn't need that in her face either. Cool.
Because if you're getting into a fight, you should look damn badass when you're doing it. That's why.
There's that too. She also goes into her room and changes into something that covers most of her flesh. Okay, just so you all are aware, my plan. I want to set off their lockdown protocol, but I need somebody that keeps the door open and somebody who does that silently so it's not actually setting off alarms, it's just setting off the gas.
Got it.
So that it knocks off as many people as possible. So that the mutters don't just murder everybody in there and I can get Vail out. Now, Marcus T. Spine can walk through the fog as if he's fucking Jesus. I don't get it. He can breathe through it and he's fine. Yeah, which is why hit number 1 probably is if
we
yes.
want answers, I know I want him dead, but
I'm not planning on killing him. My goal is to get Vail out. My goal is to get Vail out and then get out as soon as I can. I don't know what he can do. I don't know if he can turn into some like fucking weird amalgamation of crazy bullshit. Don't know. So, doctors are weird. You know this. But he scares the fuck out of me. He was just in that fog. It barely touched me. It barely got into my system and I was down like a sack of potatoes. So I don't think he's a you shoot him once he's dead kind of guy. I think he's a you fill him full of bullets.
And then he's fine.
and then he's fine.
I wonder. Sam, is that a name that I've heard before? Does that ping anything in my memory? The way
That does not ping anything in your memory.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very much unlike that in that it does not bring anything back.
Okay.
Glitch. Sorry. More
No,
play.
keep going.
Do you have something that I could strap onto my body and record?
Oh, I should. Yeah,
Cool.
let me check my old tech.
I think it's time to spread some propaganda.
And I'm going to assume that you don't want me there so that I can do the one thing that I'm good at. But I shouldn't be up there because
I want you safe.
And Abe needs someone to look after him.
Eve, I kind of don't want you there either.
I don't know what you think I'm gonna do. Just sit here and do nothing?
No, but I have a feeling that you could have somebody with a car that could take Vail as quickly as possible away. Not a driver on car. You got here with Abe really quickly.
Have you looked outside?
Is there an ambulance out there? What's happening?
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I need. Not that I don't want you there. It's that I need you to be like circling the area until we get Vail out.
Okay.
It's not that I don't want you guys there. I want you safe. And as I was reminded earlier today, I have a death wish. This is what I fucking run off of. So let's do it.
I feel like
We're
that's
gonna
another
talk
thing that
about
needs
that
to
later.
get. Yeah, maybe it's time to just set the suitcase on fire, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go find some tech to strap onto you and start putting calls out. Don't worry, it shouldn't be able to be completely traced back to me. I have fan leaders.
Good.
I'm I'm gonna ask how you're selling this in a second, Glitch, but interrupting this planning right now is Eve, you're getting a call from a Jax line, I should say.
Fuck.
Interesting.
Do we have caller ID in this world?
Not to the extent of knowing who this is, but to the extent of like the signal, this number that you've given or this way to contact you that you've given, you've only given to people associated with the Jax.
Fuck.
What?
I'm getting a call from the Jacks.
Fuck. That might be about me.
You? Why you?
She was cleaning blood off of that arm of hers when I
Oh,
came in, and it was a lot of
jeez.
blood.
I'm sorry. They wanted to turn me in, so.
I go to the most nondescript wall and answer, because it's a video phone.
For one beautiful, terrifying moment, you think that you've got Vail on the other end of this line. Then you recognize that the facial structure isn't quite right, and the person who's talking to you is saying, "You're the doctor, right? You're Vail's doctor friend. You're the doctor."
Declan.
Yeah. I got a weird experience. I had a weird experience right now. You ever have a weird experience? I had a weird experience.
Declan, focus. What do you need?
You know that thing that you set up so that when you get killed, all of your data goes to someone else?
Yes.
The thing before that, where you get captured and all of your data goes to somewhere else. I got that from Vail, like now, like a few minutes ago from now, but basically now, the equivalent of now. The moral equivalent of now.
Declan. Yes. Vail
So
has
I want
been
to ask
captured.
you. Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to lots, how bad is this?
Lots. Extremely. Beyond lots. What do you want? I'm in the middle of planning to go and get them. What do you want?
Oh, well, what can I do?
What can you do?
Can I slip in beside you, or are you gonna let that happen, Eve?
I'm just expecting Eve to like put a hand on Laura's face and keep her out of shot.
Everything is within hearing from everything else here. This place is small enough that it's really hard to have a private conversation.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can start. You can say something.
Sure. Hey, Declan. It's Laura.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your sibling. I know a lot of shit is going on.
You're gonna get Vail.
I am going to rescue your sibling.
Got it. Because word on the street, and by the street I mean the Jacks, word in the Jacks is that you've gone fucked.
How dare you?
I'm just saying what I've heard.
Also, I need you to tell me who your contacts are later. If you want to help, this is what is happening. And she tells Declan, if you can figure out a way to create even more of a distraction outside with the Jacks, who I don't think I'm a part of anymore. I don't know what's going on there. I am sure that is a conversation I need to have. That would be great. Do not just fight people who aren't security in the street.
Look at me. Do I look like I'm just gonna fight people who aren't security in the street?
No, but I need you to tell that to the other fucking Jacks. If you bring them with you.
There's no if. I want you to be very clear here. Is this a Jax operation? Are you trying to
No, it is not.
Good. Then the number of Jacks that I'm going to bring is
one. It's
right.
one, and it's you.
What? Sure. Yes. Jacks. Yeah. Sure. Yes. I'll be there. Where's there?
What can you do? You obviously can't fight anybody.
Alondra, what's Deck good at?
So Declan is very sneaky. Declan is an acquisitions specialist, I believe is the correct term that we use on written paperwork, just in case.
Thief, got it.
Declan has one particular skill that might be incredibly valuable to you, which is that Declan can drive. He can drive stick. He can drive automatic. He's probably decent at hot wiring vehicles. Maybe not every vehicle. He's not as good of a hacker as Vail is, but he's got some of that sort of skill. The other thing that you should know is that Declan has the other set of keys to Ackroyd.
just
Declan
So
will
I
convey
ask
this to
you.
you in a longer
Okay.
version. He'll say all of those things, but it'll take twice
I
as
could
long.
do it in an insanely rambly way, but that seemed inefficient.
We
Declan,
Okay.
shut up.
if Ackroyd
Find
is
Ackroyd.
if Ackroyd is where I think he is, don't get anywhere near it.
Cool. Declan, I need somebody who can circle the block in a car in case we need to get away quickly. Eve,
Yeah.
2 cars better than 1.
Copy that.
Okay. And I will give him the area, but I will say, wait for my signal.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Thanks,
and Declan,
buddy.
try to do this sober.
What? I'm
fully
sorry, do you want me to be
disabling.
effective or do you want me to be fucking useless?
I want you to not be high out of your mind. So take whatever you need to make that happen. I want you focused.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're talking sense. You were talking nonsense before. Now you're talking sense. See how easy a transition that was from nonsense to sense? All you have to do is stop saying dumb shit and start saying smart shit.
Mouth closed.
People.
Thank you, darling.
This is why I
He
don't
will hang
talk
up.
to people. Yeah, he's gone. They're gone, I should say. Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of have a plan. I look at Abe and I'm like, fuck. Man.
You've been stabilized enough, Abe, that you've been able to like hear and comprehend and understand this conversation. You have come into the awareness that Eve is Eve and not someone else. You're basically okay, other than the fact that you're at 1 hit point now. Your soaks back. All of your armor comes back after the end of the fight. So that's good.
Eve is gonna go. Oh, go ahead.
What armor? It got stolen by those thugs.
Mm-hmm.
Lore's soak is back.
Oh, good. Thank you. Great. Doesn't. But I'm still at 12 hit points, right?
You're still at 12 hit points until either
Okay.
someone heals you or you get a night of rest, which I don't think is going to happen.
Nope. And that's fine. Okay. Uh.
Eve is gonna go kneel down next to Abe on the couch. Welcome back. I need you to stay here.
Abe gives Eva a long, like, hard, concerned stare, as if to say, I think I told you things I ought not have told you back when I was not myself.
Hmm.
But doesn't verbalize that, obviously, because it didn't sound like this.
The benefits
You need
of a
me to-
character voice.
You need me to stay here, Doc? Doctor's orders. Just holler if you need another gun, yeah?
No. Eve will pull out of her bag the book that she got for Abe.
What's this?
What does it look like?
It looks like a book. I can't quite read the cover. With all the blood in my eyes, though. Could you read it out to me, please?
Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll say. And Ray's a pretty sweet name too. I'll when I get cleaned up, I'll get started, and I'll wait for you. And then he looks at the rest of the room. All of you, to be back in one piece. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not allowed to go either.
Oh. Then. I'm sorry. You'll be keeping me company then?
Sounds
Boss?
like. Don't call me boss. I'm not that.
Sweet, we're gonna get a scene together finally.
Yeah!
Yay!
What if every combat was just an excuse for the GM to get different combinations of people to have scenes together? What if that's what's really happening here?
All right.
Stay alive, please. Don't do stupid things like that again.
Doctor's orders. Mortimer,
Yeah.
give him hell, kid. And get our raccoon back. Why don't you?
That's the plan. Uh, Laura takes off the 2 necklaces she wears and hands them to Glitch.
I'll palm them long enough to look at what they are.
You see that one of them is a resin, like circle that has different like flowers and things pressed inside, and the other one is a pendant that has like galaxy, uh, stars and things inside of it, and goes, "Keep these safe."
Promise. And she will slip them into her pocket.
Okay.
I need to fetch some tech. Guess I think you're right. I think it's time to get some propaganda, truth, whatever it is we're
Yeah.
calling it these days.
Ask them if anybody has disappeared out of their life that they were told were dead. I think what happened to Kieran has something to do with this.
Ask who?
Your fans. If we're actually doing this,
We're
I
doing
need you
this.
live. Yeah. And
All
I
right.
need it will if my theory is correct. You are not the only one.
From what you've
Which
said,
also means
from what you said
that
about Dr.
other
Spine,
people-
I think that
I don't have time to explain it. But if what has happened to Kieran has happened to other people, their family would have written them off as dead and then never talked about them again.
So just gonna look at Lorelai for a long moment and then give her a hug.
She tenses, but then like actually like hugs her back, like actual full on hug.
Yeah, Glitch hugs back as hard as she can. I'm so sorry.
Wasn't the day to find out this. But I also now found out that the Jacks would have turned me in. And she like wipes away the tear. She's like, fuck.
Glitch will give her a watery smile, reach out and squeeze her bicep. We'll figure it out.
Yep. I gotta get strapped up and then they took our friend. People are going missing. They're fucking experimenting on people. It's in time to incite rage.
Yes, this is the
Fuck
other
the corpos.
This is the other side of the rave. Stonewall was a riot, and with that, Glitch disappears into her room to find some old tech.
Nice. I want to get a sense, Glitch, of how you are pitching this to your fans. You're going to get 300 people to
Yeah.
assemble outside a clinic in the hills. People who do not necessarily live in the hills. People who will commute out there to do acts of perhaps quite violence.
Yeah.
What's the sell?
So I'm communicating directly with, I want to say, like 10 fan leaders, people who run like the fan clubs and shit like that, because I want to have that layer of security, and that is something that I'm able to do with level 2 Pop Idol, is communicate through them to have that level of plausible deniability. And I very rarely communicate with them directly, so when I do, they know it's that something's up. But the way that I pitch this to them is, I think Glitch drops the voice, where she's like, all right, well, this was never the call that I wanted to have to make, but sometimes you have to ask the questions that no one ever wanted to give the answers to. There is a rot in this city, a rot in this state, and we are starting to figure out the edges of it. You've seen some of my broadcasts, you've heard about some of the other things that I have been doing, and the people who have the power to snatch people off of the street and experiment on them are scared. They have taken one of mine. They took our hacker. They took our raccoon. And we're going to get them back. We're going to strike a blow for all of the people who have been disappearing out of this city, the people who have fallen beneath the notice of the corporations, the medical system, everyone that is important to each of us but doesn't matter to the people at the top. You can't knock over the tower without starting a domino, and I think that's where we're starting.
One by one, the fan leaders will say to you some equivalent of, the Glitch Army will assemble.
Ooh, I just got chills. Amazing. Let's
You're
do
able
it.
to find the tech easily enough to strap on to Lore to make it so that she is your eyes and ears and the eyes and ears perhaps of the people within.
Yeah.
And I guess, is there any other preparations you want to take? Are there any other dramatic speeches you want to give? Is there anything else that needs to happen before we turn our attention to the clinic?
I grabbed my trusty bat. Fucking thing how did well for the rave. It'll do well for this as well.
I think before that happens, Eve would go up to Laura, put a hand on her shoulder. Was that blood, any of it yours?
Not really.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm glad none of you saw me like that.
Look, I know you said you had a death wish, and I don't want to talk about it right now, but can
It
can
can
you
wait.
set that?
It can wait.
Okay.
And then Abe, as he thumbs through the lovely, lovely gift that Eve had purchased for him, just flipping through the pages. It's a story he read plenty of times, even after conscription. How do books work in fascism? That's a story for next season. But anyways, he just starts reading out loud to no one in particular. Don't ask for guarantees. Don't look to be saved in any one thing, person, machine, or library. Do your own bit of saving. And if you drown, at least die knowing that you were headed for the shore.
And on that note, let us turn back to Vale one last time before we move into our break. It's a little early, but this is clearly a time for it. Vale, um, time is passing. You are feeling the fluids drain through you. The doctor is continuing to pump stuff in. You feel like it's because you are attached to these machines that you have any hit points at all, and that if you were to be removed from the machines, you'd have maybe minutes before you fell unconscious or worse. But having asked his questions, the doctor is now in and out of the room. He is monitoring the machines, but there are also times when he is going out clearly to talk with other people, which means you have a few moments alone, heavily drugged, not seeing straight in this room, if there is anything you would like to do before the shit goes down.
Um, Yeah, I think I'm gonna, in that weird way of everything is sort of like everything's underwater, everything's through a fishbowl, everything is happening at double speed and half speed at the same time. I think Vale is watching for the opening to see, and has been very slowly like they. I think this is something that they've done before when they've been this screwed up on drugs, which is we've established Vale has bad dex, and so just does not have good physical awareness. And I think one of the only times that they kind of have physical awareness is actually when they're this messed up, because that is their grounding mechanism. When they need to come back to their body, is that isolating every physical part. And I think I want to try to use that. What I am looking for, and this may just be fully not possible, but I think what Vela is trying to do every time the doctor leaves the room, anytime they are on their own, or it's only some sort of orderly who's got their back turned or something, is creating this rhythm of like twitching that they are trying to see if they can get one hand loose enough from these restraints, pull it out. They're not worried about hurting themselves at this point. Like they like it doesn't matter. Um, but seeing if they can get loose enough, because the one thing is if they can get a cable off of whatever the monitoring system is and plug it into their jack, that they can send their avatar into the system to watch for what else is going on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have you roll dice about it.
Of
This is gonna be
course.
one of those where like succeeding, failing, there might be some success with cost on a failed roll. Um, I feel like this is probably more strength than dex, so you can roll your not exactly worst skill.
Yeah.
And then convince me that it shouldn't be exert.
I'm looking to see if I have a better argument, because I agree that it probably should be exert. There's a Because I am trying to perform a mechanical function, remove arm from straps, plug in cable, reinsert arm to straps, could I make an argument for fix? You can say no.
We've almost never rolled this skill. Yeah, let's do fix. Let's do fix. I can
I'm
just make
just
the DC higher. It's fine.
I was to say
No, but I think
it's
that's plausible. You are dealing with physics. You are dealing with trying to move a thing out of a thing. You're trying to deal with the mechanics of these straps that are holding you down.
yeah.
Roll me a fix roll and let's see what goes down.
Okay. So
Strength
that's
and fix.
strength and fix. That gives me a +1. Um we have a bite. Do you guys want me to use it here, or do you guys want to save it
Yes.
for the fight?
No, we want you to use
Okay.
that.
I was gonna say I am fine with leaving it for the fight, because that's also, so that's 3d6 kh2 +1. Gives me
Today
a
is the day when
10.
you get to have good rolls. Congratulations. Time passes. You feel like it's been hours, days, years. You have no sense of what the same unflickering fluorescent light beats down on you coolly. But you twitch, you twitch, you twitch. You can even do it in the room. He's not paying particular attention. It's just veil shit. You twitch, and slowly it loosens. And as he is out of the room, we zoom out, and in our mind's eye, we see from one angle mutters, descending not from the neighborhood of the hills, but from the literal hills, wearing full, like, contact suits, as if they had been in sewers, as if they had been in radiation zones, masked and covered, like mushroom men of violence descending from a different direction. We see Ackroyd. Uh, no, we left Ackroyd out of this. We see Deck in some other car. Who knows where he got it from? Who knows whose car it is? Who knows if they know that Declan is in it? We see Declan arriving. We see the party, or specifically Laura, converging. Eve in an ambulance on hand, and we see Vale's 10 offhand, left hand. Are you right-handed or left-handed, Vale?
Vale's slightly ambidextrous. I think Vale is
Eh.
using their left hand, because
Okay.
I think they're probably right hand dominant, but I think they're using their left hand because plausible deniability.
Nice. We see Vale's left hand come loose and reach for the jack, and we will take our 5 to 10 minute break there.
Whew. All right. Amazing. Everyone remember to hydrate on our break. The audience very much included. We'll be right back to see what in the hell is gonna happen now. Hi Houston, welcome. We're about to go to break. We'll be back very shortly. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. We are back, and the GlitchAngle chat is popping off. I'm watching it happen over in the chat. Excellent. Keep it up.
We're back, and now is the time for violence once again. So here's the situation. We are at the hospital, the clinic. Hospital's overselling it, the surgery ring of the hospital in the hills. From one side, mutters, from another side, a rave. A riot is approaching. And additionally, we have some of the party showing up. I'm going to put two things in the chat that only the players get to see. One of them is stats for a hacker. One of them is stats for a violent guy. Those of us who are not here. So basically, if you are not Lore, and you are not Vail, you get to tell me whether you want to play a hacker or a violent guy. Eve, if you're planning on getting involved, you can still be Eve, but I think I want you to be a hacker or a violent guy too. Because at least until we're extracting, Eve is probably in the background, yeah? So, Abe, hacker
Sure.
or violent guy?
Hacker, please. Abe's already a violent enough guy.
Cool, cool,
Let's
cool.
Spread my wings here. Acting.
So the way the enemy stat blocks work, hey, this is a well-supported game. There are stat blocks for NPCs in the book. This was very easy for me to put together. Thank you, Kevin Crawford, the guy who made this game. The way the enemy stat blocks work is it just says skill plus one. If you're doing something they're good at, you get +1 to your die roll. If you're doing something they're not good at, you get -1 to their die roll. Right, very simple. Hacker's gonna hack. Violent guy's gonna violent. The hacking rules, Alondra can probably help out with a little bit, Ray, if it matters. But you use verbs, you use nouns, you paralyze a door, you lock a door, you terminate a program, whatever it needs to be. You attach a subject to a verb, and you give a roll to see if it works.
Okay, yeah. Fairly straightforward.
Uh, uh, Eve, Cal, violence or hacker?
I will be violent.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What you need to know about these mutters as you're seeing them is on the one hand, it says war harness. That's the equivalent of that full contact suit that they're wearing. They got a heavy pistol. They also, not unlike Lore, are weapons. They've got body blades.
Yeah.
That's just how they roll. So imagine their limbs as swords. They can extend them through the suits and chop at people. So that's cool. Ren, would you like to be a violence or a hacker? Or would you like to have your actual character doing something on the scene?
Glitch won't be doing anything on the scene directly, but if you occasionally want to have cutaways, she will be streaming throughout. So I can do
Yeah.
occasional cutaways where she's basically doing inspiring leader, although I don't think that's in the system at all.
No, that's fine. Actually, I'm okay with that. Like, it's cyber. You're connected. You can make it happen.
But otherwise, I can run a hacker.
All right, you've got the stats. In the fog-shrouded hills, the Airsats clinic looks, if anything, quieter, less in use, less guarded than it was last time you were here. Too quiet? Question mark? You can't help but think. It's a warm night for heavy action. And Lore, your uncle, who you haven't seen in quite a long time, is going to unerringly pick you out in the crowd. You don't recognize him at first because he's totally encased in this dark green environmental suit. He looks like he could go out into outer space in this thing, to be honest. Like very contained. He'll flip up the helmet segment and be like, "Lore! Some party!" Or "Lorelei! Some party!"
Isn't it just?
So how do you want to do this?
So I have ravers slash rioters here to cause chaos and destruction on the outside. Do you have people that could help protect them?
Well, my best person's over there, and he will jerk a finger at the person who does not look at all like Eve, but will be played by Cal.
Sounds like a plan. Great.
We've
All
got
right.
other people, but that's the one who knows what they're doing.
Sure. I'm going to probably need them to come in with me, but if some of the others could keep the ravers from getting too hurt from by whatever security is coming. Your hackers, where are they? Are they good?
He will gesture towards the two hackers.
Okay, great. So, they have a lockdown protocol in this hospital. What it does is sets off a gas. Can one of you lock it down without setting off an alarm?
Oi, bruv. It should be fairly simple enough, right? Terminate and program. Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
do.
I need that fog to come through because it'll put as many people down as possible.
Oi, man them. I got you, fam.
Great. Love it. Can you handle doors?
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
I figured it would be. The one I was worried about is the gas one.
Well, if he falls on his face, then I'll make sure to help pick up the wires.
I love that. Thank you. Leland.
Sorry, that's not the right voice. Yes!
We've had 2 people disappear in our lives since I've been born. I won't let it happen to another family. So we are going in. We are getting our raccoon friend. She's not really a raccoon, but you'll understand when you see them. And we are, for the most part, getting out. We will take down anybody who stands in the way. There is a guy that will be able to walk through that fog without a gas mask. If we
That'll
can,
be the guy to shoot?
against my better judgment, yes.
He will pull out. He's got some kind of modded shotgun. You've never seen anything like this before. He'll give it the old ch-ch. It'll kind of whir and buzz as he does that. He'll say, "I don't like freaks." He sounds like a freak.
I mean, she just like looks at her uncle up and down, like,
Oi, bruv, what you say about me fucking mum?
not.
How is your mum?
Spot above a bit, but it's all right.
If we all make it out of this, tell her I said hi.
Oh no! Oh god, embarrassment. I'm so glad my friends aren't here.
You should probably deliver that message yourself, boss.
Okay.
He's ready to go. You're ready to go.
Cool.
Give me glitch. In the sense of glitch, orders for the crowd, and then we'll get into this thing.
The big one to start off with is gonna be like as they descend, like start making a ruckus. Reminding people again, Stonewall was a riot. I'm wearing the right shirt for this today.
And the crowd on the street begins to riot. You can see that whatever sort of business whatever sort of orders they were given in the clinic, that seems to be holding for now, and that people aren't running out of the clinic to try to see what's going on. It seems pretty well locked down there. Are you having your guys like bust down doors like, back in the battle days in Remainder? Or are you having them
No.
stick out to the streets?
They are sticking out to the streets because I do not need them to get sucked into this gas.
Right.
What I'm going to have happen is my hacker who does the doors, make sure the doors open up and keep them open. And my hacker who's going to set off. I want to start with the hacker setting off the smoke as if it's glitched out and they can't fix it. So that it
Right.
drops as many people as possible or makes people run out because they have nowhere else to go.
So, then, my question to the hackers is there are a number of doors that can be hacked into when you're outside. It is usually the case that everything is connected, so you can make your way from the hack of the doors into the deeper systems and then towards the systems you want to go to. What doors are we standing in front of to try to get into this place?
Well, not the front doors.
Yeah, I've placed tokens in front of the front doors. That's not necessarily a good idea, but that's where I've put them.
Yeah, no.
Ray, you're on mute.
Well, I think our, I think Peaky fucking Blinders over here is just gonna take whatever order, pardon, wherever the team at large thinks they need to be to affect the gas release without the alarm sounding.
Let's aim for a side door. If the people are going to go rushing out, the front doors, where the front and back are where they're going to aim. Sides, less so. Come on.
It's just as well. All the cool things happen at the side door.
No, no upstairs, downstairs bullshit here.
There's only one floor in America. Pick a door.
I ship these two so hard right now.
The shipping is strong today.
It is.
I'm gonna say hacker number 1 and hacker number 2 will return. If they survive, these characters are coming back. I'm already into it.
Hell yeah.
Work on the fucking accent.
I need to pick a voice, but I'm thinking this one over here.
All right, Ray, you're number 1. Ren, you're number 2, just because of the order that you pick them in. Side door. I am going to reveal on the map the standard layout thing for. Nope, not if I do it like that. Map. Go to back. Change layer. Send to back. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Now I've given you lots of information. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You can see the door. So this is the way in for that door, essentially, the place where you hack. There's a connection coming out of that. As the two of you go in, we have seen this before as players. We know that the milieu for this is sort of a gothic hospital, like a castle has been converted to a plague hospital. That door is like the opening gate. Crows are cawing overhead. You are not trying to hack that door, hacker number 1. You're just going through, right? You're making your way to further connections. What does hacker number 1's avatar look like? Not to put you on the spot.
It's just as well. Wait, so gothic like castle medical?
Yeah. Like imagine it's a gothic castle in the sense of like Ravenloft, right? Like it's a dark, not realistic, over the top gothic castle. You can see that there is like flies buzzing out of the windows for where the plagued victims would be.
Oh my god, I might. Oh, that's a couple of 100 years too late, though.
There's no rules.
There's no rules.
This is just someone's idea.
All right, I'm dressed in my flat cap. Like, what are the Peaky fucking Blinders?
Yeah. Absolutely. So you're rolling in with that. You are just moving down the line from one room to another. So you can drag yourself up to this sort of central hub here. You are aware that the hub that you have found here in CorpSec office leads a million fucking directions. Like you can see that there are connections going up. Reveal, change layer, tokens. You can see that there's connections going to the side. All kinds of fucking places to go from here. Which way are you trying to wend your way?
Oh, jeez. Wait, and then sorry again, just to kind of set myself.
Yeah.
You want me to take the token and like move it toward the staff entrance where I'll be trying to affect?
Yeah. You can start tracing the red lines for like where you are heading as
Oh,
you've plugged into the system.
but as we plugged into the hacking,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh gosh, there's a whole nother layer. So I mean, we have side staff entrance door here with the red line leading into CorpSec office. CorpSec office is the control point for the Cilias or no?
You can you can certainly start trying to hack into it there, right? Like that is a major control segment in that
Yeah,
zone.
yeah. In fact, I think I am gonna do that. Now, I think we established that I was the gas hacker, and then
Hmm.
Ren's hacker was gonna be door hacker. So we don't want this door open as such, right? But we just want to kind of, God, how would we describe this? We just kind of want to like break in through this little access point and wend our way into the CorpSec office or wherever these red lines connect to.
Yeah, you are mentally going in, right? You're sending your avatar in. You're still outside, jacked into the door, essentially. The
Hmm.
computer is in the door. From that console there, you can choose to go lots of directions, but you can also start trying to hack things once your mind is in the space of that console.
Okay, actually, you know what I want to do because one of Killian Murphy's fucking verbs is terminate. Um,
Uh-huh.
can I terminate and then a noun program alarm? The program that trips the alarm in the event that any of these doors were to open without authorized access.
That's a decently good starting place.
There you
Give me
go.
a programming roll.
Okay, 2d6. Yeah.
2d6 plus 1 because you know some stuff.
Just a few things.
6 plus uno. By order of the Peaky fucking blind. I mean, 7, though. I don't know if that's good.
No, not at all. So here's the situation. You have rolled in. You have plugged in. You are trying to get into that system. In the real world, we know that you are in the office of corporate security. In the milieu, in the cyber world that you are in, you have made it from the front gate into the grounds of this cyber version of a Gothic castle. This is a well that you are standing at. There are many paths leading out from the well deeper into the place, but the well goes down. You are trying to go into the well to disable the security system. You're pretty sure that the security system here is like the crows that are clustered on top of the well, looking out at you, eyes unblinking, heads tilted. What are you doing in the milieu of this to try to disable the security system?
Well, it wouldn't be a creepy gothic milieu without torchlight, right? So I,
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm just gonna try and ward off the crows, the ravens, whatever miscellaneous black avian that's menacing out there, and just try to wave the torch in their faces, try to get them to disperse.
Yeah, so the good news is that doesn't fucking work.
Am
That's a
You
good news?
wave your
I being?
No, not at all. Sorry, I should have said bad news. The
Okay.
bad news is that doesn't fucking work.
Okay.
You wave your torch. You don't think it like sets off an alarm, but certainly you have not disabled the alarm. And as you are doing that, you recognize that just following basic program, two programs, two avatars, two demons that I'm going to call dot docs. Are making their way towards you. When I say dot doc, I mean not a document, but like a doctor with a full like medieval plague doctor mask moving out from the castle towards your present position, which is roughly here. I want to turn to Hacker 2. You're in the door. What are you up to right now?
Well, my job was to get doors open and keep them open. Yeah. So I'm gonna be plugging in to try and find my way.
Before
Go ahead.
you did that, I think Laura would have been wait until the gas goes off.
Okay. So
You can plug it in hold if you want to. You don't
Yeah,
have to do
yeah,
anything
they're
necessarily.
at this point. I think they're trying to just map out what the best way to get to the doors is going to be. Basically, like their avatar walking in, looking at all of this, and seeing the milieu of this looks like a fucking Belmont.
Nice. Nice.
and has a raven of their own and tosses it up into the sky to be like, we're gonna find all the connection points at possible and start mapping out what I can find.
Cool. You're holding, you're mapping, you're looking for connection points. Give me a programming roll, actually. You can do some of that from here. Just generic programming roll.
That's 2d6 plus 1.
Yep.
Ew. 5.
You're a profession. Both of you are professional semi-terrorist hackers. What's going wrong here? Why is this not working?
I think I'm a little bit jarred because we got yanked into this at the order of the old man's niece real fast, and we're not entirely I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to speak for my Peaky Blinders friend, but I'm not entirely sure that I trust this Mortimer, because last I heard about her, she done fucked off and leaving a string of expletives in her wake.
I mean, I concur. I mean, from what little IRL Ray, right, know about the Mutters, they're a very insular group, no? So outsiders.
That is correct. That sounds right.
And she's basically an outsider after all this time, unfortunately for her.
Right on. Okay. Lore, you don't necessarily have any notion that something's going wrong, but someone who does is Vail. You've got yourself hooked into this system, yeah?
You didn't say I didn't.
Let me phrase that differently. You've got yourself hooked into the system, comma.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to check the inflection.
Yeah. You got yourself plugged in subtly under the table. You've got so many tubes coming in and out that's not necessarily apparent. He is in the room with you presently, so anything obvious would attract his attention. But you're in the system, and you get the sense tingling at the edge of your perception that there are other people in the system as well coming in from the outside. From where you are like deep inside this plague hospital. You are in like the oubliette, the dungeon of this place, alone. You know that there is a connection leading out from here, but you suspect that if you went too far, there'd probably start being barriers.
Great. Vale's avatar is not the same avatar that entered last time. Last time it was a raccoon in a plague mask. This time it is a tiny baby raccoon, wounded, rabid, bug-eyed, foam, matted with blood, and just clinging to things, teeth bared, claws out. Just like nothing anthropomorphic, nothing cool, just a scared, tiny, angry animal.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look around. I know I have to tread lightly. I'm very screwed up, and I think there is still that part of me that is trying to maintain enough connection to my physical body that I'm trying to make sure I can slide my arm back into those restraints enough that it's not quickly noticeable that I was able to get out, right? So I'm a little bit discombobulated in that way, as well as every other way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, feeling a sense, do I have a sense of where the nearest hub might be? Can I observe, like, the paths that the doctors are walking, or any, like, bats that are skittering through the corridors, and try to figure out what direction the hub might be?
Yeah, from where you are, there aren't even doctors. From where you
Right.
you are lost. But you can follow the bats, right? The bats are eventually going to move towards air, move towards light, move towards freedom. And the raccoon goes after the bats. And you can trace that. I am not going to reveal what room you are in. You know, other
That's
people don't. But
noted.
you can trace that hub mentally. You can trace that path mentally up to this central observation hub here.
Okay. Okay. Great. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to make my way as cautiously as I can toward the observation hub.
All right, I put Vail.virtual on the map for you.
Thank you.
You sneak your way up towards the observation hub. So, Hacker 1, Peaky Blinders, there are two dot docs moving in towards you. You know that these, as programs, would have the ability to raise the alarm if they went off.
How the hell does combat work in this space?
Do you have
Wildly.
do you have a combative sort of program?
I mean, you've got paralyze and stun.
Yep.
Terminate.
Those would work. You want to stun a guy?
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to stun noun avatar. So that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's it. That's the stuff. That's the
All right.
stuff.
2d6, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a plus either.
Plus 1.
It's still the +1, yeah.
All right. Okay, that's an 8. What does that give me?
That's an 8. That gives you a... They are also going to roll against that. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Depending upon how bad their programming is or good their programming is, to see if they can resist. 2d6 plus 1. There it is. I know how to put numbers into a thing. Maybe I don't know how to put numbers into a thing.
Apparently not.
No. Let me try that again. That was roll 2d61. 2d6 plus 1. That's how numbers are.
Hey.
You got him. You're going to deal 1d10 damage to this thing, and however many hit points it has, we'll find out as you do a thing. Do a thing, they'll ask you what you're doing. Great. What does this look like? These two doctors are swarming in on you. They are doctors wearing plague masks, but they are also bird people. The metaphor is a little bit strong here, as they sort of flap in and do a strange dance of death towards you. What's Peaky Blinders up to?
Oh my god, I'm playing a fucking chav. That's what's going on, right?
Do it.
And he yells over at it, at the bird people. Oi! Man them! You fucking taking the piss? And he just like swings, like trying to punch the beak off of their nose mask. That
Nice.
must be a mask.
You punch the nose mask off of the face, and inside is just darkness and feathers, just extending downwards into where the body would be, like the doctor is entirely made of raven's feathers as the face goes away. That does not diminish the fact that it seems to be looking at you with those feathers. Hacker 2, Hacker 1 has not done any good job of dealing with these guys. They're both going to either attack him or just immediately raise the alarm from 0 to going off. What are you doing?
Okay. I would like to use terminate avatar.
Okay.
Or
you'll have to move in first if you want to. Yeah.
Terminate is not a verb that can be used with the subject avatar. You have to stun or kill or silence or
I
ghost.
see.
Sorry.
Good catch.
I guess a better question is, does this are these the avatar of someone else, or is this a program that we are?
These
we're
are
working
programs. These are demons.
with? Okay, so with them being demons, am I able then to terminate program?
Yes, that would work.
Okay.
I would allow it.
I would like to do that. I would also like to make use of one of the bites that Duke Fleeg kindly provided to us, if I may. Roll 3d6. Keep highest 1 plus 1. That's a 7. Oh, keep highest 2. So it would be a 7.
That's a 7. I'm gonna roll dice.
Yep.
2d6 plus 1. I can do numbers.
I'm glad you can.
I can vaguely do numbers. So you have moved into that space. So move yourself down to the well that you and he are at. How are you trying to attack these doctors without success?
I mean, obviously snapping a whip at them like any good Belmont.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not super accustomed to this particular form, these particular daemons. So I'm pulling a bit short.
Yeah, they will dance back from your blow. They will not try to damage either of you because they are spending their turn raising the alarm. The alarm goes from 0 to 2. The alarm goes from 2 to 4. Alarms are now going off inside the building. Those of you who are outside, you can hear it. Those of you who are inside, you can hear it. I want to go to Vail, and then I want to go to the violence outside. Vail, what are you doing as you, centrally located, are hearing these alarms going off?
Oh boy, howdy. Oh god, I think I have to change a subject on the fly. Is I think what I have to do. Which was not what I was planning to do, but I think that's what I have to do. Hold on, please. I have to double check some things. That is.
I'll come around. Hang on. I want to know outside.
Go to violence
Lore.
for a second while I do some math.
Lore, immediately shit's gone wrong. Shit's gone wrong so fast.
Fuck. Okay.
For what
going
it's
in.
worth, your uncle does not look like he's happy about this turn of events either. He is going to just be shaking his head and be like, "Fuckers! Absolute dipshits! Ah!
So much for good hackers, huh?
You should see my bad ones!"
Oh no! Alright, we have to go in. She drops her mask down because she thinks that the gas is gonna come next. Take out anybody you can, and she pulls her bat out.
Yeah. All right. Which door are you busting down?
I'm assuming the same one that our hackers were at.
Cool. We have not even unlocked the doors yet. So you're gonna have to give me something like an exert roll, a strength exert roll, to punch down the door. Would you do that for me, please?
Sure, I can do that.
Oh yeah. Cal, what's up?
Okay. This very tall, very muscled woman comes up and stands right next to Lore. You want some help with that?
Always.
What can I do to assist? I believe you said that one player rolls and then that changes the DC. Is that correct?
Yeah. Maybe. Let me double check how the help rules work. That's
Okay.
a fine question. I think you roll a thing and it helps the other person, but let me double check. Skill checks, opposed skill checks, aiding a skill check. There it is. Doot. If it's success, the other player gets a +1 bonus on their roll. So, what are you doing, muscle lady, to help knock down this door?
Kick in together?
Yeah, I wanna kick it. I could either okay. So I could either shoot it and make it easier, or we could kick it together. What do you want?
Ooh. Let's kick it together.
All right.
Yeah, they did. So, Eve or Cal, start me off. Give me a exert roll.
And my stats say skill +2. Is that
You
correct?
have skill +2 to this thing. Absolutely.
Okay. 9.
9. All right. Rolling it down to Lore. Lore, you're rolling whatever you're going to roll plus an additional 1.
Okay. +3 then, baby.
That's the stuff. That's how we chain tasks.
9.
Okay, cool. So the two of you kick, fuck it, punch off the hinges, whatever it is. You launch the door into the room. You have found an entrance that they are not guarding for whatever reason. So the two of you have made it into where it says staff entrance. Feel free to move your two things into there. And I'll switch back around and I'll throw Leland in as well. Bam. And let's switch back around to Vail. Vail, what's up?
Okay, I have a wild pitch.
Laura's here. Here you are.
I have a wild pitch now that I have
Thank you.
looked at all of my possible subjects and verbs that I have available. I am going to use my expert programmer aspect to rewrite a subject on the fly. I'm just going to switch out one of the ones that I didn't have in my deck for one of the ones that I did. I can tell everything's going wrong in the system. Sorry. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. This is gonna fucking suck. I want to, with my little raccoon paws, start digging through the trash heap of this hub that I have found. And I want to try to find I want to erase transmission. What I want to do is I want to look for something. I don't care. I don't care which. I am looking for any sort of broadcast signal. So if that's the alarm and turning the alarm off, if that is the PA system that is gonna start to give announcements, I want to find something that is trying to communicate information, and I want to destroy it because I want to destroy I want to systematically start destroying the network's ability for anyone inside this building to communicate with each other.
Yeah. All right, give me the roll.
Okay. I was like, I know it's a little bit nebulous, but that's because Vail's on drugs, and Alondra doesn't quite know which systems are
It's
in
good.
play. So
I
that's
know
what
what
we're
systems
gonna do.
are
Yeah.
in play. We can make
Yeah.
this work.
That is 2d6, and that is my intelligence and my program. Okay.
Do you want to use a bite?
Do you guys want me to use the bite, or do you want to save that for... I've been rolling okay, comparatively.
Well, now you've jinxed it.
Abe,
Yeah, you're gonna say that out loud. Interesting.
Interesting choice
That's
when Roll20's being mean.
I'm gonna roll it flat. That's a 10.
Yo, okay, so here's the
Amazing.
situation. You have emerged from the lower depths of this Gothic castle. You have somehow made your way to a balcony that's overlooking a ballroom. The ballroom is a hub of activity below. You see doctors, you see patients in varying degrees of like bubonic decay, of leprous
Is this
decay.
the fucking Mask of the Red Death, Sam?
Stretched out below you, no comment. Every post, or you haven't found the pit in the pendulum yet, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
That's what I crawled out of.
Actually, yes, that is accurate. That is accurate. What you are seeing as you are in a table full of missives going out that you are going to systematically destroy, the most important thing that you have made it so that they can no longer do is reach out to the Khazra.
Yeah, I will
They can
take
no
it.
longer call in air support as you scrabble up those papers.
I'm just ripping things to shreds, smearing my little rabid mouth on anything I can get to.
The ship's already sailed on the alarm. Even if you turn that off,
Sure.
they'd already know that something's happened. From here, it does not seem that you have control of the gas system that you don't necessarily know that we want to get started. You can, if you want to keep sticking around here, you can look through transmissions that have been sent out in the past. You can see that there is quite a lot of contact from here to other AirSats facilities, to be sure, private residences, some messages going to and from Icossadine instruments. That would take some more time to investigate, though.
At a quick glance, you can decline to give me this information, but at a quick glance, do I get any sense of like how recently any of these transmissions went out? Like does there seem to be an order to these missives of most recent to longest ago or anything like that?
You're
Or are they
able to
just
get
kinda
enough
jumbled?
information with this first glance to see that it's not that they are frequently in contact with Icossadine instruments. It's that pretty much directly after the last time that you were here, they sent out a message to something pretty high level in Icossadine instruments. This
Okay,
was
great.
not like a message to a receptionist. This was like a message to someone middle management or higher.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Cool. That's what you've got. Violence has made it through the door. I want to turn back to the hackers who are surrounded by doctors. The alarms are going off. You done goofed. Now that they've set off the alarms, presumably these doctor drones, these doc programs, are going to try to boot you from the system. Hackers, what would you like to do?
Well, Hacker One looks over to the Belmont over close by and goes, "Oi, seem this is going a bit of tits up, no?" And then he pulls a pistol, right, and tries to terminate program.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll about it a little bit.
Just
I
a little
like
bit.
that. I like to hear it.
For those of you that enjoy that little bit of my special interest, I can tell you what the gun is, but we'll save that.
Roll first. We'll see if it misses. Describe it as a less good gun. Take the heat off yourself.
There you go.
Nice. Well, it's already a. Never mind. That's an 8.
It hits. What gun are you shooting at him?
It's a Mauser C96.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's this little broom handle looking thing.
Yeah.
Named as such because it looks like a fucking broom handle, right? So he whips it out from under his long peat coat and goes, "Oi! Fucking catch one of these then, you piece of shit!" And he starts
It will.
blasting.
Roll me a d10 for damage. It's
Oh, yeah.
taken 3 already. We'll see how much it has left.
Yes. 1d. I'm sorry, 1d6 of damage?
D10.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Ah, it's a 2. 2.
It's still up. Hacker number 2.
I'm going to join him. You know, flipping the whipper around very Jacques the Whipper, and try to lash out at the same program with the same command. That's a 7.
Yeah. Something's wrong here. It's not you. You know that you know how to do your job, but it's not connecting. They are
Fucking
both.
Hill's bullshit up here.
They're going to follow their programming, and they're going to attack the one who is causing them the most harm. Hacker number 1, can you give me 2 programming rolls in response to the violence they're going to attempt to do to you?
That's 2d6s each, right?
Uh-huh.
With some spice? Or with some +1? Or
With some spice.
okay.
With some spice.
So we'll do the 2d6 +1, and I'll just copy paste this fella.
Yeah.
First roll's a 5, second roll's a 6.
You could also hit the up key when you're clicked into the text box, and it'll redo.
Super.
I'm going to deal you some damage. This is damage to your psychic form. It will boot you out of the system if it kills you. Can you take 11 points of damage? I don't remember how many points these guys have.
It says 5 HP, so I don't think so.
Yeah. You are forcibly ejected from the system as it boots you. Violence, Leland, Lore, and unnamed Muscle Mommy. As yet unnamed. Lore, what's the
You
play?
want to know her name?
I do want to know. I desperately
Yeah.
want to know her name.
Her name is Delia Violence.
God
yes.
damn it!
Delia Violence. Oh, I love it. Okay.
15 out of 10. I have changed the name on the label. Hopefully the label has made itself visible to all of you.
Yeah.
And I should make it, sorry, I had not done this before. It is now controllable by you as well, so you should be able to move it around. Lore, where are you headed to?
Oh, fuck. I don't know where Vail is.
That's true.
Fuck. I think I'm gonna try and go to one of the operation rooms. I feel like maybe that's where they would be, and it would be almost poetic if it was the one we had been in before. I don't think that's where Vail is, but Laura would go, okay, let's start there at least.
All right, chart me a route.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the conference room.
Great. Conference room is empty, abandoned. This should be operational. The hospital should be working. It's night, but it was night last time you were in here. It's gone. It's empty.
Weird. I think I will then poke my head through the storage room.
Great. As you poke your head into storage, this is clearly mostly medical storage and like cleaning supplies and things. There is one thing that is not that in this room, and the one thing in that is what I am going to on the map call the disposal unit.
Oh no.
It is a drone. It is large. It looks like it could arguably be used for cleaning tasks. But it's maybe the super evolved form of your death Roomba, and that it also has like whirring saws attached to it. And as you go into the room, you've only moved a little bit. If you want to do an action of the attacking variety, you can. You have the strong sense that it's going to do that to you when it gets the chance. You could also just run past it and keep going if you wanted to.
I kind of want to do that. Actually, I kind of
Yeah.
want to back out and go through the lockers.
Cool. Right on. Up to you. So this is loosey goosey move wise, but like
Sure.
I'm gonna say that you can make it like 2 or 3 rooms if you're just running. You can make it 2
Yeah.
rooms if you want to run an attack.
I think I'm gonna back out and run through the locker rooms. If I could get Roll20 to move for me. Oh, never mind. Ah, shit. Let me think. Could I tell which way it was facing, or would it have seen me coming through that door?
Facing is a strong word. It seems to have ocular receptors all around. It's definitely seen you. You open the door, it will like beep boop around to you.
Sure.
Uh,
So I have a feeling it's going to start moving that direction. So what I want to do is run to the locker room and go to this door that's right next to it,
uh-huh.
and then I will attack it from that door.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So as it's starting to move this way, you've looped around to attack from the other side. Roll
Yeah.
in there, tell me what you're attacking it with, and then roll some dice about it.
I'm going to attack it with my bat.
Absolutely. This is the
Yeah.
old versus the new. This is the classic versus the monstrosity of technology. Give me a melee attack roll with your bat. 20-sided die.
Once again, it would help if I was using the right keyboard.
While you're rolling it, I'm curious what Delia Violence is up to. Are you going around or are you staying here?
Waiting for orders.
4.
Your bat smacks against the metallic sheen of the droid and bounces off. You've left a small dent in it. It does not seem particularly impressed. What are you shouting, if anything, towards Leland and Delia vis-a-vis what they should be doing right now?
Help! 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 Help!
You got it, boss. I'm gonna shoot.
All right,
And I roll a d20?
20-sided die plus whatever number is on the sheet.
Who? It says +4 R or +6
This will be
N.
the skill, the +2 skill. Oh, sorry, no, +4. Yeah, this is ranged. +4.
Oh, okay.
You're
Cool,
good at
cool,
this.
Cool. So 12.
Sorry, the D20 +4.
Oh, shit.
This is weird. Attack rolls go on D20s.
Roll.
Attack rolls are swingier
One
than skill checks, basically.
20
Swingier.
+4. 8.
Yeah, you're doing great. You are charging in. You are smacking this thing. You are shooting this thing. Your bullet bounces off, pings around the storage room. You've attracted quite a lot of attention. Leland is also going to take his shotgun and take a shot at it. We'll roll. I'm gonna hide what his number is. Yeah, Leland's doing great. Leland's a good time. Leland has rolled a natural 20 for those of us following along at home. Leland is gonna do something like 5 points of damage to it. And I guess I should roll a trauma die? Yeah, this thing can take trauma. Not if I do it like that. Yeah, he will take a shot and be like, Lore, I hope you have a plan! I hope you have a plan!
Yeah, I thought this was an extraction, not an infiltration.
It was supposed to be, but some hackers didn't do what I needed them to.
Let's keep moving.
Sounds like a
So-
plan.
We've got a bit of security on the scene. We're gonna put them on the visibility here. Boom, boom. We've got a bit of security on the scene. They have definitely heard the thing activate. They have definitely heard the gunshot go off. There is nothing subtle happening anymore. So all of these security guys are gonna be relevant. Before we come back to them, though, I want to swing around Vail. Vail, what's up?
Hi. I'm about to do something incredibly stupid.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm just double checking again my spell book, as you might call it, my scrap deck. Cool. I have a really shitty homegrown or home coded canonically version of Siege, which allows me to cut off a device's node from the network.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to Siege program on, if I can find it, any programs in the system that are delivering life support or automated drug flows.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Roll a siege program, please. We've got a lot of bites. So you're gonna use one?
If you will allow me, because I do have a -1 to this roll. Because
Run it.
my program isn't up, but my siege is homegrown, so it's
Run
bad.
that
Okay.
shit.
Great. Okay. So that's gonna be roll 3d6, KH2 -1. It will be when I get the syntax correctly. I fat fingered. Sorry. Suspense.
Suspense.
That's a 7.
7's low.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think the way that this is gonna work is you are just trying to cut off like the program of life support, right?
Basically.
You're gonna turn it off. Like that's gonna work. You can do
Great.
that from here. There are alarms going off. It's super obvious that you have done so.
There's a lot of alarms going off. I'm banking on the possibility that it takes people a moment to figure out which alarms are which.
And in fact, it's going to do kind of one better than that, which is in frustration for losing potentially his bargaining chip. Dr. Marcus T. Spine is going to emerge from the operating room to see what the hell's going on. Lore, you will see him pop his head out from over here. That's going to happen, and then a frightful amount of violence is going to happen to your person as security guys are running in. I'm going to say that the only ones who can get here are these two in the back row, are going to flank this door around the staff entrance, and are going to start firing upon Leland and Delia Violence. Hey, Violence, what's your armor class? What's your ranged armor class, I should say?
13.
13. One of them will just miss you, or rather, the bullets will pound into your bodysuit. Earlier on, these guys were wielding the sort of things you would imagine hospital security would carry. Now they're holding like rifles in their hands. Like this is much upgraded from what you saw before. Which is why it's good news that they rolled a 9 and a 2 and both missed you as they shot at you. These other two security are going to roll in and try to shoot Lore around the disposal unit. That's going to give you a little bit of extra armor. But what is your ranged armor class, DB?
It is. I think it's okay. I think it's pretty high. Hold on. Ranged 15.
Yes. Great. Good. Fine. Excellent.
What?
They both.
No!
You get
No!
shot
Shoot, sorry.
by two rifles. They are opening fire. No, I lied. Sorry. What did you say it was?
15.
15. One of them will still miss because of the extra armor, the bonus you're getting from the disposal unit. Only one of them will hit you. I need to know what your trauma target is.
Trauma target mod?
No, it's somewhere else.
I made
Ray.
that mistake last time. It's hold on. Combat defenses.
Oh, 7.
There you go.
Great. Okay, I did not roll enough to deal times 3 damage, so this is just going to be 1d10 plus 2. As you feel the familiar, the almost, I don't want to say calming, but like you know where you stand when a bullet is entering your body, and where you stand is 5 points of damage. Your soak has regenerated, so it will go out through your soak first.
Great. Hooray. That's not great, Sam. Okay.
That's the good news. The bad news is the disposal unit is going to attack the thing that hit him. The thing that hit him, is your uncle.
Oh, shit.
How many family members have you lost? It will attack twice with whirling blades.
Samuel!
Someone tell the chat who won't necessarily see this what number it's adding to its attack rolls.
+8.
Oh, God.
Wow.
It will grind its blades into your uncle. And this is both of the attacks added together. It will deal just a whole bunch of damage, just a whole pile of damage. He's wearing armor. He's somewhat defended. That certainly wasn't a good day for him. He's not immediately dead, but he's like very close to immediately dead as it just rends into him. These security guys will move down towards over here, but they'll take their time getting there. These security guys will move over here. They'll take their turn getting there. And I think that's it for bad guys. We're back around to good guys. Oh, the dot docs need to. No, I did that. Hackers?
So Peaky
Oh,
Blind.
and you're pretty sure that someone in the operating room back over here is probably dying now.
That sucks.
Cool. Hackers.
Hey, we know where they are.
So, are there any consequences to being ejected from the nets? Like, am I able?
That's right. You've been kicked out.
Yes.
Alondra, do you have it on hand, or should I look up the rule?
Depending on the manner in which you are kicked out, sometimes you have to roll for like either a. I think you sometimes have to roll for a mental saving throw. I'm trying to double check. I think I have previously had to roll a mental saving throw to see if it like messed me up, but I don't remember if that was homebrew or rules as written.
That sounds right. We'll do that for now. Could you give me a mental saving throw, please, hacker number 1? If you have a name for this hacker, certainly feel free to tell me.
Yeah, I've been noodling that the entire.
Oh, cool. No stress. I know I threw you right into this.
You went with something Murphy. Killian Murphy?
Million Curfy. No.
Million
Million
Curfy.
That's a
Amazing.
hacker name. That works for me.
Yeah.
I'll change it in a sec. I'm still seeing if I can find this rule. Roll me a d20. See if it's higher than a number.
15. That doesn't sound right.
Fif-
Well, actually.
You're rolling higher than 15,
Oh, higher than. Okay, that sounds.
is what that is.
Oh, thank fuck.
Hey!
Okay.
You're fine.
You feel messed up, but you're out of there. You're okay.
Okay, I mean, am I able to jack immediately back into the friend? I don't think he'd be good in a melee. No.
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 You can go back in. You can take another stab at it.
Put me in, coach.
All right. You jack back in. You can run back in and go after the same doctors. One of them has taken a fair amount of cyber damages as far as damage goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the one that Million has. Fuck, we're settling on that. Yeah,
It's true.
Fucking
It's canon now.
go!
Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, and by think about it, I mean gently nudged by our esteemed colleagues over here. I think I'm gonna trigger the gas.
Go,
All right,
go,
so here's how
go!
this works, right? You've got in there, right? You know that you probably can't easily trigger the gas from here, but if you run past these doctors in whatever direction you think trigger the gas happens from, you can try to trigger the gas from wherever trigger the gas happens from.
Would that be the anesthesia room?
I mean, we have a line into gas storage from
Oh.
this hub, and that feels like the right spot.
That feel.
And we're both in the same
Yeah,
hub,
see.
so it's not even metagaming for me to be like, poke, this one.
Yeah. That one then.
All right. Good news, bad news. The good news is you have a clear route that all of the docs are in this room. Bad news is, first of all, there is a barrier in here. You will have to spend a turn getting past this barrier, this ornate fence, this gate, gargoyles staring down at you, blocking off the shed that represents the gas in this space. There is a programming roll. If you have something barrier, you can try to get through this barrier.
Yeah, well, lucky me, that terminate seems to be one of my verbs on top of barrier, which seems to be one of my nouns. It's all
Funny how that works.
this stuff was planned.
What?
Tell me, describe first, then do the second part next. How are you getting past this gate, this barrier?
Okay, so again, it's like the barrier in the cyberspace is portrayed as like what a gate with a gargoyle.
wrought iron gate between two stone posts in the wall. Standing atop the stone posts, leering down at you, are two gargoyles. Sometime between earlier and now, it started to rain. No, I'll do that when you make the gas go off. Actually, the rain hasn't happened yet.
Okay, just doing a little wikiing here real quick. And when were you discovered?
Wait, while you're wikiing, we'll do the other one. Hacker 2. There's two docs in here. It seems like people have already made it through the door, despite
us fucking
your
up.
ostensible job. Yeah.
Knowing that he's going after, or they're going after the gas, I'm gonna keep the docs busy here so that they don't go after my Peaky Blinders friend. So I'm going to attempt again to terminate program with them.
Go for it.
I'm rolling like garbage tonight, guys.
All right,
6.
you're rolling like garbage, but do you have a name for this hacker?
Patricia.
Patricia, absolutely. Mononym, no last name.
It's the very like IT person kind of name.
Yeah. I'm already constructing her backstory in my mind. You're holding them off. You are not attacking them effectively, but you are attacking them. You're keeping their attention.
Yep.
Millie and Curfy. What's the play?
I had to make sure this wasn't anachronistic. Why do you care? It's the cyberspace. Anyways,
we're in
Verisimilitude.
2074. Just go.
good for me that at this point in his personal setting, background, avatar, whatever, that trinitro toluene was developed. He's packing a bundle of dynamite in his peacoat.
Yeah.
With a classy little Zippo lighter. And he tries to plant that on the wrought iron gate.
Absolutely. Now you do the roll.
Now
that we know what the sitch is. I will remind, I don't know if you
Use
want
a
to spend
bite.
it here.
Use a bite. Use a goddamn bite.
Hold on, let me check in with the others. We've got thumbs all around. Gang.
The security guards who you can see are wearing masks, but they don't have full flesh coverage like your team does. So they are at least somewhat vulnerable to this shit.
Get him.
Does the KH2 come after or before
Yes.
the +1? Okay.
It's 3d6 KH2. And then plus whatever your modifier
Yeah.
is.
Thank you. KH2 +1. No spaces. Syntax is correct. Run it.
Holy fucking shit! Holy fucking shit! That is a 13. Highest you can roll with this.
The wall fucking crumbles. A gargoyle falls off of the pillar onto the ground and shatters. You have a clear course of entry in. That was your turn, but next turn you can get this gas going. Once you're in that system, it's not even a roll. You can just do it. But everyone has to survive one more turn.
Let's go.
Cut away to Abe and Eve and Glitch, who all, I assume, are watching this through the camera that is attached to Lore. Just want to get a quick vibe check down in the ambulance nearby and back in the hideout.
Cal, do you want to lead it off with the ambulance?
Yeah. Eve, go first. You're watching this from down the block.
Sure. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I guess we could put one of them on the stretcher and one of them on the ground. This is not going well. What even is that? That wasn't here last time. I didn't see it. Charlie, what are you doing?
Going around the block.
Turn left!
Oh, okay, I'll go around the block that way. Yeah, Glitch, Abe.
I mean, we're just back at the safe house, no? Or we?
You're watching, I assume. You have a feed from this, right? On Lore.
Absolutely.
So I'm just curious what the take is. You've got guys outside, Glitch.
Yeah, I'm definitely. There's no way that Glitch can be still right now. She's pacing back and forth in front of the massive television that all of this is being broadcast onto, kind of muttering under her breath. Like, I don't know if Abe's close enough to hear what she's saying, but it's like a litany over and over again, just kind of muttering.
You okay over there, boss?
Oh, absolutely not.
I didn't think so. Well, look. Lore's called in the big guns, right? You've got everyone on site who will want to be. Except yourself and yours truly. You know, you don't learn a lot of positive life lessons back in the army, but you do learn, after a fashion, to trust the people in whom you've placed your life and all such that. So have a smoke.
I don't
I think-
smoke.
You're the only one out of the lot of us. Fuck.
I'm a rich kid. The worst thing that I've ever done is stolen wine out of my parents' cabinet. Fuck.
Well, here's a bottle of scotch, but is there anything you can do to direct the followers to create some sort of chaos on the ground?
The crowd outside presently is creating the sort of chaos that's, if there was any backup coming, they might be stopping that, but it doesn't really look like there's much happening that's not self-contained inside the hospital building itself. So the crowd right now is mostly just causing a ruckus, but are essentially lying fallow.
They're a buffer against any like external.
Right, but there doesn't seem to be any external coming, at least presently. And we've cut off the ability to send out signals, so there might not be external coming at all.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I'm gonna like whirl on a heel and look at the screen and like pull a couple of the because I imagine that I've got fans who are streaming, and I've allowed them to stream onto my channel, so I have like 7 or 8 views at least of what's going on. I'm gonna like trace a couple of them, and then if one of them will let me broadcast through their speaker.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Can't imagine they wouldn't let me, but you know,
No.
it's polite to ask.
Absolutely. As you are asking, they're already doing what needs to be done to make it happen. You feel the ears of 300 followers upon you.
The ants go marching 3 by 3. It's time for them to all break free. Get 'em, guys.
And the crowd masses forward. What this is going to do is this is going to put pressure on all the rest of the doors. They are beating on the doors, they are rattling against them. You can see inside the security guards are like, the fuck, are we under like full-scale assault? And it's good that they think that, because they are. Leading the army, as well as the 300 of them, are like a dozen mutters who are making concentrated attempts to like funnel these people to the doors. This is going to draw off several of the security guards who are now deeply interested in defending other entrances. That was you guys. I'm going to come down to Lore and Leland and Delia Violence. Lore, what's the play?
This is not going the way we thought.
Does it
I think we
ever?
need- It's true.
You can hear the vibe shift with the doors beating down,
Yeah.
so maybe it turns around. I don't know.
Does it look like these security guards that are kind of surrounding this hallway, are they gonna try and go to the doors?
Right, so certainly the ones who are like down in staff entrance are inclined to deal with this door because it's right behind them.
Okay.
Certainly the ones who are close to this door, probably the ones who are right here are the ones you need to worry about. The ones who are directly blocking your path. They
Okay.
seem preoccupied with the people who are presently inside.
Hey, cutie, you ready to bum rush some of these bitches?
You know that's right.
Right. So we're gonna run, and I'm gonna take the guard to the north. If Delia could take the one to the south.
Hell yeah.
I want both of you to give me some kind of skill roll to get around disposal unit, which is big enough that it's sort of blocking the path that you're trying to
Sure.
take.
Could I still do an strength exert?
You're gonna physically push this motherfucker out of the way?
Can I help?
Sorry, I'm saying that not dubiously, but
No,
respectfully.
no. Yeah, I'm just they're my best stats
Yeah,
currently.
yeah.
Unless I want to try and sneak around it, but I don't think that's a thing.
I made the mistake of putting a question mark where I should have put an exclamation point. You're gonna try to push this motherfucker out of the way.
Correct.
Yeah. Violence. Roll me that roll as well.
Okay.
Oh,
And is this a 2d6 or is it a d20?
This is a 2d6 because we're doing skill rather than attack.
Copy that.
do I do a bite?
I'm going to say yes because Duke
Uh,
Fleek was kind enough to give us
Okay.
more. Thank you.
Yeah.
No one's ever said no to anyone doing a bite, so feel
I
free.
rolled a 10.
Oh,
Nice.
good. I forgot how to do this, Sam. What is it again?
If you look up at what Abe did, just copy and paste that 3d6 KH2 and then change the
Okay.
+1 to whatever you want it to be.
Sure,
And by whatever you
sure,
want it
sure.
to be, I mean what your character sheet says it should be.
Whatever I want it to be. Plus
Yeah.
20.
+30, yeah, whatever you need.
Oh my gosh, my computer's acting all crazy tonight.
So am I.
Yeah, same.
The corpos don't want you to succeed.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Okay,
corpos.
+2. Okay.
That's the moral of the story. Dice say,
That's
oh
right.
yeah,
12.
oh yeah. The two of you, this was theoretically a difficult roll. The two of you shove the thing back and make your way through. I'm going to say that 10 and 12 also covers bum rushing your way past the security guards. So
Okay.
you can make it like to the other side of this observation chamber. Now the only thing standing between you and the operating room is Dr. Spine.
Could I have looked at Leland and like gestured for him to leave?
He will say, negative! I'm going to hold back this robot shit!
Okay, buddy, don't die.
Ah! You only die once!
Yeah, I can't lose another family member. Okay.
All right.
Can,
so you
can
two have made
Delia
it
say something?
Yeah. Please.
Okay. Leland, we can't do what we need to do if you're dead. Get out.
Roll me a skill roll.
Okay.
Roll me a talk roll, which you can use the +1.
Okay.
That's a 2d6 since it's not a attack. Basically,
Thank you,
attacks
thank
and
you.
saving throws are the one thing. Yeah.
Yes, I was unsure of the last one just because we were physically moving it. so-
Sure.
All right, here we go. 11.
Leland will sigh, and Uncle Leland will not die a hero this day. What's the actual order that you want him to do, Lore?
I want him to get out. So any way possible, get out.
Get to
Find
safety, essentially?
Yeah, find the ambulance. He was fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah. You can see he's got gashes across his center.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking that he's standing up at this point.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Leland will sigh and be like, all right, I'll get you next time, cleaning robot shit. And Leland will beat it. These security guys will start barricading this door, so he's going to make his way out towards the other door, presently unattended. The two of you, so Delia and Laura, you have moved past the disposal unit, you have bum rushed past the security guards. I'm going to give you a choice here, which is you could, where you're standing right now, you could take a shot if you wanted to take a shot at someone, or you could move further and get into a room or, do a little bit more movement.
I'm gonna grab Delia and run into the operation room that is right in, like, north of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have been in some of these rooms, so I know where doors are.
Sure. We know that Vail is here, so I'm going to put Vail there.
Yeah. But he Marcus T. Spine doesn't know who it is that is in here. He may have a theory on what's going on, but he doesn't actually know.
He doesn't know.
So I want to try and get to the other side. I know he'll probably come back into the room when he sees us duck in, but you never know. But yeah.
Yeah, all right. So the two of you will go into that operating room. I'm gonna swing back around to Vale, and then bad guys will do bad guy things. Vale, what's up? You have, from where you are, I don't think I revealed this, you have access to cameras, so you have at least a rough idea of who's around and where they're around.
Let me unmute before I start talking. Great. Slightly irrelevant to what's currently happening. I have a very important question. I cut off my own life support
Yeah,
system. Am I still? Is my avatar still functional right now?
you are still functional, which means you're pretty sure that you're not dead yet. Honestly, who knows? But you're pretty sure that you're not dead yet.
Great. Cool. I am. Based on Vale's plan of operations, I am planning to be very shortly. So before my avatar severs from the network, I want, and also given the fact, I am not. I am riding on a little bit of maybe my drugged up haze is giving me some superpowers factor, because I'm like on a very fine line of whether I have any programs left in me. I have been trying to track, but I don't know how much was reset before this
Sure,
happened.
fair enough. Yeah,
So I'm still within the threshold of I feel like I have one that I like one non-sustained one that I can pop off.
that sounds right.
And so with that, I would like to erase data file.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to, through this pile of missives that I assume my little rabid baby raccoon is still tearing, I want to look for anything with GlitchAngle, with Annalise, with Van Ness, with Mina, any of those names that I have been given, and I want to destroy it.
Yeah. Roll me some dice. You can find those
Great.
files.
Absolutely. That's an 8.
That's an 8. An 8 is going to be good enough for now to find the files and eliminate them.
Great.
You've got that cleared. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we're going to start easy and make our way hard. Patricia, 2 docs are attacking you. Could you give me 2 programming rolls defensively against these 2 attacks?
Okay. Is that, what is that? Is that 2d6?
2d6 plus 1.
Okay. 8 and 8.
You will block one of them. You will take 8 points of damage from the other one and be shunted from the system.
Yeah, that knocks me out of the system.
Yeah, boom. You feel the whole milieu fade into zeros and ones as you shock back out outside the building. Your body now, your flesh body, is now surrounded by ravers and people wearing, gas masks. So it's a very different scene as they're all beating down the door now than when you came in. You are in relative anonymity in all of that. That was the easy one. These security guys are going to go out and start just firing into the crowd. Disperse, freeze, stop being here, go away. There seems to be a level of panic involved there. These security guys are going to get to this door but not quite do the same thing yet. These security guys are going to get towards this door and not quite do the same thing yet. Dr. Spine is going to nod the other 2 security guys into the room after lore and Delia violence. It is too close quarters in here for them to shoot their rifles, so they are going to pull out clubs, advanced clubs, those ones that thump together, and they're going to just try to beat on you a little bit. Miss Violence, what is your melee armor class?
14.
14. Die says 12. What is yours? Don't even tell me yours. The die says 6, Laura. Because these are melee attacks, both of you will take 2 shock damage, a minimal amount of damage just from being close to where this combat is happening where the beating on is happening. Technically, that works for the club too. The baseball bat you're holding too, Lorelai. It's just the drone doesn't take shock damage because it's a drone. Um, that being said, they have done their thing. Dr. Spine is going to retreat back into the room to keep an eye on what's happening with Vail. We're going to start with the hackers, and I would love to start with Millie and Curfy.
So at this point, Millions breach the gate.
You have.
All right. Was that
It's like you.
Yeah. No, go on.
So you've gone through the gate, right? Like you are essentially in a shed on the side of this building filled with canisters. The metaphor has fallen apart. These are like World War One, like mustard gas canisters that they've got stored in this shed. What
Oh,
would you like to do?
oh, good Lord. I don't think I have an appropriate verb here.
Oh, no. You're good. Now that you're in this place, all you gotta do is like pull the switch essentially, or narratively, what are you doing with these things? This
Oh,
would be like, yeah.
all right. The metaphor has fallen apart. We're crossing the time streams. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, right?
Yeah.
So from under his pea coat, Million produces a gas mask and he puts it on. And then he just starts blasting with his broom handle.
Boom, boom, boom. Gas starts seeping out. Rain begins falling outside. Thunder cracks, lightning arcs through the sky. And inside the building, in every room of the building, this sleeping gas, this. You are enough in the system, Millie and Curfy, that you can see that this is amprochlorpridine gas, aka it's gonna knock you out. All possible side effects include short-term memory loss. It is seeping down through the building. You have done your job. You can still move if you want to move somewhere.
Yeah, the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Absolutely. You can get back to that same hub that you were in with the dot docs if you want to.
I mean, I think my utility here is spent. Can't I just jack out?
Oh, you can also just pull the thing out of your head. Absolutely.
Unless, friend Belmont, is there anything else?
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, fuck that.
I got kicked out.
Boom. You're gone. You're out of there, baby. It's good. The gas is falling. You can chalk this one up as a success. You're out amongst the crowd, the rioting crowd. I want to scroll down to the violent crew, Delia, Violence, and Lore. You get the sense that Leland has made his way out onto the street. What are you doing? You got two guys on you here.
The gas is flowing now, though, right?
The gas is flowing. You can see that they're beginning to have a bit of a hard time with it. Not immediately, but they're starting to get woozy.
We leave.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to... Lore has been affected by this. She knows what's going to happen. They don't have a lot of time before they're down. And that means they're not a threat.
Where are you headed to?
I'm headed to that other operation room.
Cool. Can I have you roll me a notice roll, please?
Yes, I can do that thing, Sam. Is that wisdom and notice?
Wisdom and
or is
notice.
it...
That's the stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know if you think Delia Violence would be good at this, you could roll it too. Otherwise, you could roll it with a -1. It's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
7.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, I don't like that, Sam. I think you're lying to me.
I wouldn't
Looks-
worry about it, honestly.
Looks clear.
Everything is fine.
Well,
Don't
Can I go
worry.
that-
You'll find out what that was about very soon.
I'm sure.
But
So,
don't worry. I guess I mean worry. You'll find out about that very soon.
whatever.
You have made your way around the corner through the clean core into operating room number 2. You can see 2 things in that room immediately. Well, more than 2 things, but 2 relevant things in that room immediately.
Oh, we
Thing
weren't
number
going
one,
to
Oh, sorry, I'm lying. Where are you going to?
We're going to Vail's.
Yeah. Vale's operating room.
Okay.
Operating room slash Vale.
Okay.
In that room, you see Dr. Spine. You see Vale. You see Vale looks like literally convulsing on the table. Vale's skin is the wrong color, like a weird shade of yellow. Vale's plugged into a million systems that are all malfunctioning. And Dr. Spine doesn't really look all that calm himself as you bust down the door into that room. Uh, he will look up at you. His white hair is a little frumpy, frayed, frizzed out. He'll look up at you and be like, "Was this the plan? Rescue her and kill her?"
Wasn't to kill her. We didn't do that. You did.
He'll look down and look up again and say, "Oh, that's a pity, but I suppose one hostage is as good as another. This is where you surrender."
Do I now?
You hear the sound of the disposal unit grinding its way through the hall closer to you. Sorry, I should add a little bit of tension to this scene, just in case it wasn't tense enough already.
Sure.
He'll say, "What? How do you think this plays out? You take this corpse out with you, still twitching, obviously not dead. You take this corpse out with you, and then what? Leave Silsent forever? Do you think Airsats's reach is so small that we won't find you?" Hey, I see a finger up from up top. What's going on, Ren?
Laura has my equipment on her.
Yeah?
I don't think I would have told her, but I put a speaker on her.
Yeah?
And as soon as Spine is having his fucking villain monologue, it's like, "Hello, Dr. Spine. This is Annalise Von Ness.
The government.
Fuck
Thank God
you.
you can't see my face.
Fuck you and everything you and your fucking corporation fucking stands for. You'll never take me back. The ants go marching 3 by 3. We're all gonna walk fucking free."
Nice.
Ooh, chills.
Dr. Spine is inclined to keep talking, but I want to ask Lore and Violence, are you inclined to let him keep talking at this point, or is shit going
I-
No.
I
That's what I
want to run
thought.
over the moment, but Delia Violence would just stab him with the arm.
Get him.
Yeah. Can I have both of you roll
Okay.
dice about it, please?
Yeah.
He is wearing. You can see this wasn't what that roll was about. You can see that he is not wearing any particular armor, but he is chromed out. He's got some high level stuff on him, clearly just as part of his day to day being a person. You can see that he has like skill plugs lined up in the back of his head. You can see that he's probably got a head comm that he can speak to other people in, and maybe some other stuff as well. I see he has rolled a 22. I see rather Violence has rolled a 22. That's
Yeah,
gonna
I
hit.
forgot what I was rolling.
20-sided die.
Yeah. I'm actually using the sword arm this time too, not the bat.
Yeah, absolutely you are.
18 plus whatever is the arm.
You're good. You're
Plus
good. 18 gets you
3.
there. He's not wearing armor. As he's going to continue talking, maybe he's going to make a deal. Maybe he thinks he's going to make a deal. I don't know. He's got 2 different sword arms slicing down at him at the same time. Before you roll damage, I would both like you to roll the trauma die on your sword arms to see if these are critical hits.
Where would I find that?
Um,
Oh, 1d8. Never mind.
there it is.
Hit him in the spine.
Ha!
That one's not. That one
8.
is. Great. So, you are Lore. You are rolling your damage as normal. Violence. You are rolling your damage 1d8 plus 1, and you are multiplying it by 3.
Get him, Delia.
I don't think you can make roll 20 multiply by 3, so you will have to math the math.
Six.
Well,
times.
a lot of damage for no. That
6.
was
6 is
it's
the
a lot of
times.
damage for a 1 on the die. I'll give
Yeah.
you that. Lorelai, what's your damage?
3.
It should. Sorry. It should be a D. Is it a D6?
Oh, it is a D8. I'm sorry. Let me do
Okay.
that again.
No, that's good.
Do better than me.
Oh, we can hope.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
7.
That's strong. Player characters should get to be able to do the cool things. Both of you stab him with your sword arms. Your sword arms have entered into 2 sides of his torso. It would be a lie to say that he seems fine, but he has survived this more than a person should be surviving who has taken 2 sword arms to the gut. You can see that you've scraped against bits of chrome on his insides that are going to try to regenerate him or help him in some way. You can still see Vail thrashing against the table. Vail, it is nominally your turn. What are you doing? Oh, and Eve, you can see Vail thrashing against the table too, now that there are eyes in this room.
Here's the thing. I think I'm out of resources. I think my system strain is at max. Like, even if not mechanically, like, based on the amount of drugs I have taken and the amount of bullshit I have done. I don't think I have any CPU left, and I don't have any resources to try to, like, make a pitch for tapping anymore, because all of my shit's in Ackroyd, which is parked several blocks away from GlitchAngle's family's house. I think I think the only thing. No, I know what it is that Vail does. Vail's gonna rip their arm, the one that they've loosened already, out of the restraints, and is going to jack out, hoping that the violence of abruptly jacking out is enough to tip them over the edge to trigger that final transfer of data files to the, like, emergency contact, like, I'm dead, here you go, have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Give me a. I think this is gonna be strength exert just to, like, physically pull yourself out
Okay.
here.
I'd love to use that other bite, but I also recognize why people aren't gonna let me.
I'll second it. Go for
Yeah,
it.
I mean, like, the alternative is that you die.
Well,
No,
sounds like we're
this
dying
is
either
the
way.
death.
This
This
is-
is the death.
Well,
But this is the death
attempted
where
death.
this is the attempted death, but this is the attempted death where I get my data dumped elsewhere.
Just because you hit 0 hit points doesn't mean you're dead.
I've already hit 0 hit points once. If I hit 0 again because I've cut off life support, this might be it for me. But if you guys want
God
to use
damn
the
it.
bit, I'll take it.
Don't want you to, because I don't want Vail to die.
It is better for my data to get out, because
Sure.
then Declan or somebody else who has access to that can possibly re-upload my avatar. My avatar's got all my information. Bit or no bit?
Bit.
Bit.
And we said strength exert?
Strength exert.
Cool. That's at a -1. You're welcome. That's an 8.
An 8 is a basic level of success. So you jack out, you flop onto the floor. Those of you who are in the room, lore, violence, those of you who are watching the systems can see that there is a flat line insofar as Vail is plugged into anything at all. That does not necessarily mean that they are, like, irredeemable, but you got to get them medical attention real soon if they're going to get medical attention. I think everyone's gone in this turn, so I'm going to do a couple of things now. The first thing is, these security guys don't matter anymore, they're outside. These security guys don't matter anymore, they're outside. These doctors don't matter anymore, no one's going into that system. These security guys don't matter anymore. We're going to focus on the things that matter. Thing that matters, number 1. These security guards are going to come around the way. For whatever reason, they seem to be doing okay. They're a little wild-eyed, as if they've just taken some kind of drugs. The good news is, the taking of that some kind of drugs has taken their action. So while they come around the way, they will not be able to ready their guns or their batons and attack you. Meanwhile, the disposal unit will continue moving up the way, and then it will stop and glitch. This glitch doesn't seem like it's gonna last for long. But Lore, from where you're standing out this door that is still open because you came in through it, you can just barely see a face that looks kind of like Vail's, but the facial structure is a little bit off, with a screwdriver that has disabled the disposal unit for like one turn before
Okay.
before Declan skitters away and makes themselves scarce so that they do not immediately suffer any reprisals from the disposal unit.
Okay.
Leland is outside running down the street or hobbling down the street towards the ambulance. He's caught up with you, Eve, and is sort of pounding on the door, being like, "It's go time! We gotta make things happen!" Oh, fuck, it hurts to talk!
You will bust open the doors, get your ass in here and sit down.
And every other part of me! And he'll unsafely like dive into the back of the car. It was totally unnecessary, but he will like commando roll into the back of the ambulance.
Does he look like he's gonna bleed out, or is he gonna be sort of okay for a little bit? Like,
He looks
if I
like a
give
man
him
who has 1 hit point.
If I give him a lurch, would that be enough to keep him kind of going?
Yeah. You can slap some drugs in him and he'll keep
Yep.
going just fine.
Slap him. That's
Boom.
what he gets.
Yeah. He will like, ah!
Shut up.
Dr. Spine is going to raise his right hand. And his right hand, you'll see, is a perfectly normal hand. The flesh will peel back a little bit, revealing a number of syringes, which he will apply to himself. His eyes will widen. You will see 4 different combat jugs just suddenly shoot through his system. I'm gonna roll a die. Don't worry about what this says. It's a 21 for those of you following along at home.
Jesus Christ.
And he has taken his turn to do that. He looks like Abe isn't here, but Abe will have seen this before. In the more desperate moments of certain wars, you just put so many drugs in a soldier that you don't even know what's going to happen. They're going to be very effective, and then an hour later, they're going to be deeply ineffective. But this guy has charged himself up. Vail is lying on the floor. I want to focus this in directly on the Lore crew, basically. Lore and Violence. What are you doing here?
All right, we gotta go. I'm gonna say Glitch, make sure that Eve is out front, and I am grabbing Vail, and I look at Violence and I go, "Follow me, fast and quick."
Violence is gonna look at you with her sword arm in the doctor who just shot himself up and go, but it was just getting fun.
I know, but that's gonna be a problem, and I am hurt.
Whatever you say.
We'll have more fun later.
Retract the sword arm and can I try to shove the doc like away from the door?
Yeah. Violence, give me an athletics roll. Or, just plus skill roll.
Mm-hmm. 8.
8 is a basic success. You shove him just, not so far away that it deals damage, not so far away that he's not going to be able to follow, but far enough away that you have made an opening for Lore. Lore, chart me a course here.
All right. I am gonna take Vail, and we're gonna hit as many doors as we can to go through that waiting room door that we took to get me out originally.
Okay.
And
So just
I'm
boom,
trying to
boom
put
through storage. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to, as soon as me and Violence get through. Yeah, my
Really
brain,
Violence.
guys.
It's good.
I'm gonna. Can I drop a shelf, or is there anything like that? Just something to keep that door closed.
So,
give-
Yeah, I mean, I guess point of order here. Question.
Yeah.
Delia Violence, it's pretty clear to you, it's pretty clear to both of you that this guy, with the drugs he's taken, he's going to be moving pretty fast. Delia, you're a step behind Lore. So, Lore, you could delay for a moment to try to, like, let Delia get in, or what's the play here? Delia, what's the play here?
I think as soon as Lore steps out of the door, Delia is gonna you can't really see because Delia's wearing a gas mask, but just cock her head, give her a finger gun and say, "Nice meeting you," and shut the door.
Yes.
Damn.
As you are running, I mean, Lore, do you turn around or do you take Vale out of here?
I can't. Vale's gonna die if I don't get her out of here. So I'm just like, oh, bitch, you better get out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run.
As you run, you do not see, but we, the audience, see Dr. Spine's hand reconfiguring into some different series of syringes and attempting to plunge them uh, into Delia Violence's neck. We do not know how that turns out. We'll find out about that later. But with the sacrifice, you are able to make it outside into the relative anonymity of the raging crowd that is beating down the doors and beginning to overwhelm these security forces. You see the ambulance turning the corner and pulling up.
Running over to it. Very awkwardly, like carrying Vale over the shoulder kind of thing. Just like running as fast as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
You've made it in. Sorry, you're there.
Okay, no, okay.
You
So-
sort of yeah.
Yeah. So when you get to the ambulance, the door is already open for you. And with like surprising strength, Eve heaves Vale over her shoulder and flops them down onto the stretcher and slaps a trauma patch onto Vale.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll a medicine roll.
Okay.
I feel like we have a bite still.
Do we have any bits? Do we have any bites?
Yeah, anyone tracking?
I think we have
we have
more.
one,
We
and
have
this is
one
and this is
left.
when we use
Run
it.
it.
Use it.
This is the moment.
Cal, for the love of Christ, use it.
Roll 3d6kh2 plus 2 with a space in there. Ten.
All right. So we're moving on to the next stage of this. Stage 1 is Vale is not immediately dead. Step 2 is Vale might still be dead. I'm going to reveal, nope, I'm going to fail to reveal. Let me try this one more time. I'm going to reveal the overdose major injury chart for this occasion. You have fucked yourself up real hard, Vale. I would like you to roll twice. This is a d12. I would like you to roll twice on this chart and take the lower result.
All right, I'm gonna roll 2d12, and we'll just grab whatever the lower one is. The lower one is a 2, which is brain damage.
Eve, you have gotten Vale into the position of being in a coma. You are not sure if they are ever going to come out of this. But Vale is not quite dead. And I think that's where we're going to end our session.
Unless.
What? You got something? What do you got? What do you got?
So Abe's observing all this while, by turns, kind of making sure that GlitchAngle is okay in their pacing.
Oh, she's
in her
not.
pacing.
But she's not. But she's not in any physical danger.
Just to make sure you don't fly the coop and like go off half cocked. And I've mixed my metaphors here enough here.
No, we go off full cocked if we're going off.
But he turns another page in his copy of Fahrenheit 451. And to no one in particular, he says, "You know, we need not to be let alone. We need to be really bothered once in a while. How long is it since you were really bothered about something important? Something real?
And on that note,
Right now,
Unless-
I'm really
unless-
bothered right now.
yeah. With Vail technically alive,
Oh.
we will bring this session to a close.
Would you mind changing out the music? I'm already about to have a
Yeah.
heart attack.
I'll fade this out. We'll go back to Creepy Town.
Oh. Okay, well, I feel like I've lived 3 eternities in the last 3 hours or so. Thank you all so much for being here, especially to our folks in the chat who were playing out what GlitchAngle's chat was up to. There was lots of pyro going on every time I glanced over, so I appreciate that.
I am so sweaty.
Oh my god, me too. I'm glad I opted for a tank top today. Thank you all so much for being here for this week's episode of Midnight in the Garden of Chrome and Fog. We will be back next week for more Midnight in the Garden of Chrome and Fog.
5 of us will be.
We will all be back, Alondra.
You said that, Alondra. I literally had to count the number of people here. I was like, wait.
All of us will be back. We'll figure it out in between. We'll see what happens. There may be some buying of prosthetics involved, because I saw an asterisk next to that brain damage that said prosthetic involved.
You got options. You got options.
Required, excuse me. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. So anyway, whew, thank you all so much for being here. We're all shaking. It's great. It's fun. This is the kind of storytelling that we all here for. We'll see you all next week. And until we meet again, friends, I hope that your journey back through the mushroom circles is as calm and as peaceful as this game was not. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, keep lighting things on fire, and we will see you all next time. We're going to raid out to Jenna's online, tell her that the pyromaniacs say hi.
Stonewall was a riot, friends.
Stonewall was a
Yo.
riot. Good night, everyone.